everyone! We are so excited to share that this entire DesiQuest Winter Special is sponsored by our good friends at Hit Point Press and Humblewood Beyond the Canopy. That is right, it is time to return to the magical world of Humblewood, where animal and bird folk make their home. It's the long-anticipated sequel to the award-winning Humblewood 5e campaign setting, and it is coming to Kickstarter. We're going to tell you a little bit more about how that fits into the DesiQuest world and how we're using it in our campaign at the mid-roll. But for now, enjoy the show. And look! Dancing lights! I cast a spell! Magic! I need more coffee.
Did you know that since ancient times, humans have been viewing messages from animals as predictions of the future? Sailors used fish and birds to predict the weather. Oftentimes, an extra ring around a spider's web foretold of inclement weather soon to come, and sparrows flying low over the water often means rain. Even miners viewed the killing of rats in mine shafts as bad luck, for their scurrying feet often foretold of a cave-in before it happened. Did animals stop speaking to us, or did we stop listening? For things that do not bear merit to a human's notice, oftentimes interpret messages from the ether. Animals deliver them to our ears. Welcome to the DesiQuest Holiday Special Part 1. Always look a gift horse in the mouth. Stories shift and change, like the sand dunes at dusk. They change over time, and perhaps the story that I've brought here for our DesiQuest Society has changed over time. But the way that I'm telling it to you today is the way that I know it. It's almost like an heirloom. Every single time a new generation inherits it, they add their own patina to it, their own signs of wear. It's like getting a sari that was your mom's first sari and adding your own little runs and personality to the fabric. And maybe this story will have something added to it by all of you, the members of the DesiQuest Society. My hope is to gain some admission to your great club today with the tale that I've brought with me. And my hope is that maybe, regardless of your decisions at the end of the night, that perhaps you will take something with you. But that is yet to be determined. I bring you a tale that was told to me by a very, very clever bird, one Kabila, known to be the goddess of many winged things. And her cleverness was only outpaced by her beauty, her wit, and sometimes her greed. Welcome to the campfire. I'm very excited to meet you all, as I'm sure our audience is as well. Let's start over on the left.
Hi everyone, I'm Omar Najam, and I'm playing Murkha, the artificer.
Hello, I'm Anjali, Bhimani, and I am playing Sitara.
Hi, they're great. Hi, I'm Rekha, Shankar, and I am playing Laddoo Auntie.
Hey, I'm Sandeep Parikh, and I'm playing Ash, who is a cleric.
And I'm Aabria, Iyengar, and I'm playing Asha, a wizard.
You knew.
You knew what I was coming in to do.
Let's go.
I'm so pleased to meet our DesiQuest Society. I'm Jasmine, Bhullar, and for the purposes of tonight, I will be serving as your storyteller. And hopefully, if things go well, you'll enjoy my story enough that I'll be your storyteller again.
Okay.
gives us power.
No, I don't know.
We shall see.
I have been corrupted by this power immediately.
1,000%.
Welcome to Vehaar. For some of you. For some of you, welcome back to Vehaar. War is brewing between our beloved kingdom that we call home of Vehaar and the neighboring kingdom of Sindcastlin. Specifically, South Sindcastlin, which has recently seceded and branched off to pursue conquests of its own. It is in such an environment that our adventurers find themselves. We are once again in Murkha's hometown, the town of Divane, a city of great minds and builders. South Sindcastlin varies a bit. It is one of strength and steel. In this matter, these two regions have always disagreed on things, but seldom has a situation come to blows. Where Divane is perceived as soft, more interested in intellectual and arcane pursuits, to the north, the creatures that dwell there are forged by the hard weather into hardier creatures still. But unbeknownst to both, they are being manipulated by a dark hand that seeks to divide. And thus it was that our adventurers found themselves in the home of one, do you have a last name?
Oh, wow.
No, who needs it?
Strong answer.
Yeah.
And thus it was that our adventurers found themselves at the home of one Mr. Murkha, famed artificer and member of the Divanic Council of Arcanists. Now, some people say that Murkha was like a dude, but I know for a fact that he was not a dude. He was an owl, a really small one, a really rotund one, but maybe you're able to describe him better.
Yes, I would actually agree with that description from my recollection. Murkha was a strig and sort of a portly, small feathered creature. If an owl could have a beard, it would be a big bushy beard. And if an owl could have an eye patch, he definitely had an eye patch. He also fastened out of moss and some bark like a vest, just to like really show off. And because of the way that owls kind of function, like with doors, if you were to knock upon it, he would have to kick down his own door in order to open it to greet you all.
Of course. Amazing. Amazing. Love it.
One day on his doorstep, he was greeted by a good friend, Gabila the Crow. Very tiny, very unassuming. Unlike you, she really favored not to wear clothing at all, preferring to let her inky black feathers do the talking for her, the very edges of which, much like an oil sheen, kind of cast off different colors, and her tiny little beak shined to an almost ethereal glow. Her eyes, though black pools of thought and intellect and sometimes a little bit cold to behold, were twinkling when she came to your door. And this time she brought a friend, one that you had not seen before.
Hi. Asha is a raven. So even next to Gabila, she's like huge and jet black, but where Gabila has like that oil slick and that iridescence, Asha is a flat black that sort of removes the concept of depth from her. So it is just a massive black beady eyes, and one tiny patch of like white feathering that normally is kind of covered by like heavy purple robes. And she just gives a little, hi. Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
You're a fun little guy.
Thank you.
This is
You're at my
nice.
house. How can I help you?
Yeah. And immediately, like, it is very obvious how quickly she, despite like her size and like she's got like a whole staff, like very imposing, immediately defers to Gabila.
Gabila kind of perks up and clacking her beak twice, kind of waddles with like, kind of shimmying maybe a little bit too much, her little butt, her little avian butt. Kind of shakes a little bit and wiggles in, almost like she owns the place. And it's like, oh my God, Murkha, you absolutely need to meet my friend, Asha.
Hi.
Hello,
She's
Ashante.
I say
She's
other
a-
things, don't worry.
She's a raven. She's so smart.
you.
She's like so cool. And she's going to help you with a matter that I think requires your very direct, very expedient, very quick, swift,
One more.
imminent,
Bestie.
Your choice.
just attention, care.
Uh-huh. Well, that sounds wonderful. That sounds great. Can I
Because you
interest-
have friends. I have friend. This is friend.
Hi.
Hello, friend.
Hi, I'm
And
friend.
And my hope is that my friend meets your plural, and then maybe we can resolve this issue before bad things happen. Yes.
Sure,
So you
sure.
get on your little thingy and you call them.
Okay, sure. Yeah, okay,
That's
great.
what you do. Yes.
Okay, great.
Do you
Let
need
me-
something to like drink? Or
I would love a beverage.
I'm immediately going to like again she now owns this place and that's my best friend, so I'm gonna go grab some drinks
Oh, yeah,
in your
please,
house.
by all means.
I love you.
I love you. Do you want anything? What was your name again?
Well, I'm Murkha.
That's right.
I mean, I can take you on a quick tour.
No, I got it.
Okay.
And you just hear things being knocked over.
Okay. Very sensitive materials back there. All right.
She is utmost intelligent.
Thank you. I love you.
I love you.
Do you have like
If
do you have like
uh-huh.
like a lime?
If you have questions about what I have and what I don't have, I can answer them by doing this.
No, I've got it.
Are you
Oh, I found something.
something?
We are quite capable. However, in the summoning of your plural of friend,
Correct.
which is still a concept I don't understand, that is a matter in which you can assist. Thank you.
Okay, great. Well, let me kind of hop right onto
Clack,
that.
clack.
Clack, clack. Well, let me get in contact with my friends. I can venture out and
Friends.
get them, or I can use this new invention I
How
have.
does
Do you
one
have like a tray? No, I got it.
How does one have time in the day for more than one? I will not cease to understand, but I am sure you have contraptions to aid you thusly.
Oh, with my friends?
Yes.
Oh, bundle package. One activity, multiple people. Yeah, let me
Perhaps
go.
you have some sort of energy infusion to aid you in this matter.
An energy infusion?
Yes.
You mean to like that I like ingest or take or something that like ups my productivity?
Yes.
No, I mostly have butcha. And from another room out comes a mechanical bee.
Buzz, buzz.
Butcha, first of all, good morning, Butcha.
Good morning, Papa.
We need to gather our friends, plural. Do you mind going and fetching them?
Buzz, buzz.
And Butcha flies over to a telephone and picks it up and then brings it over to me. I stomp with my foot. Twig arms come out from behind my back. One of them takes the phone and then holds it up to my ear as the other one dials in.
You have like a little mini mech suit for your owl, or like the octopus suit.
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
Twigs and berries.
500% Doc Ock.
Yeah, it's Doc Ock.
Yeah. Oh my God, it's amazing.
Hello, operator. Is Sitara available? Great, wonderful. We'll be right on our way. Hangs up the phone. I go like this. The arms fall off. Come on, Butcha, and we're gonna wander out.
Buzz, buzz. As Butcha's about to wander out, he does stop and wander into the kitchen.
Yeah.
You see a little bee that behaves sort of like a cross between a honeybee and a child. One single light comes out and begins to scan you from head to toe. And then you
Turn into
see
it and like preen. Like,
like
oh my
a magical kind of an illusion appear as it creates an auntie tier list.
Oh.
New auntie registered name, and like it's an inquiry.
Oh, is that for? It's about me. Asha.
Asha, and it puts it in with a question mark next to it, still to determine where your ranking is on the auntie tier list.
Interesting.
Interesting.
You do see prominently at the top Laddoo Auntie number underlined twice.
Underline twice?
Yeah.
Now I have a goal. Hi, bud. What's your name?
Bacha. Bzz, bzz.
You are the cutest, sweetest thing. Can I get you anything while I'm in here? I've made a mess. And I'm just kind of picking at little snacks.
Laddoo.
What?
Laddoo.
Fine. She doesn't even know what Laddoo is.
We're okay. We're okay.
You can roll to
I'll
see
get
if you know what a Laddoo is.
You know what? Yeah, let's do that.
First roll.
Natural one. Hot start. That's perfect. I've never been happier with it. I've never been happier with a natural one.
A wizard learning Laddoo, undefeated.
Yes.
I think Baja can
notice,
see the question mark in my eyes and in my heart. Just
Yeah. You see like the little bee eyes kind of like cast downwards.
I'm so sorry. I feel like I failed you by not knowing enough. And as a wizard, I take that very personally, and I'll be better for you.
I think at this, he sort of almost like takes pity and says, suggest new entry into spellbook.
Yes, please. And there's like a floofing of feathers, and then like over her hand, wing. Do I have hands?
You do.
Great. Okay, cool. Over her hand is just like this massive, again, dark black, very like scary looking grimoire opened up to like a blank page.
You see a little 2 twigs come out. Like a
Yes.
Yes. This is the best day of my life.
prehensile
Yes.
twigs.
Yes.
One of them, he dips into an inkwell held by the other one
Oh.
and carefully scrawls a new spell in your spell book. It is good berry, but it's Laddoo flavored. Good Laddoo.
Good Laddoo.
Good Laddoo.
Good Laddoo.
Oh my God. That's going to be a great movie.
And I think in that moment, everything else Asha was doing is forgotten in the like gift of magic and understanding. And she is like fully like hyper focused. Like, thank you so much. You're perfect. And I'm just gonna like walk back to wherever we were going. I've forgotten half made like little drinks. I found a lime. It's just sort of cut on your counter now. And there was a tray. You were building something. I appropriated a lot of other things. I sort of made a tray out of more. It was being used for something more important, and I requisitioned it. And your kitchen is bad, but don't worry about that right now. And then just walk out.
I find kitchens to be redundant.
I'm sorry. Could you? Sorry. Could you explain that to me?
You possess a lab.
Right.
Could one not just conjure? If one has access to flame and components, could one not just conjure food?
A kitchen is a holy space. It's not a academic exploration. It's focusing in on yourself. It is practice. It's self-care.
What is a self to care? What is that?
Oh dear. Oh my.
Good luck.
What is that?
Well.
Is that real? Is he lying?
I think he believes it, but
What is that?
I don't know. What you got, bud? Yeah, come on.
A self is your existence outside.
Well,
of
that
the-
part I understand.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, that's fine. Well, caring for it, tending to it, listening to your instincts.
If one
seeing it-
has no gaping wounds, then why does one require care?
Well, not all wounds are visible. I would retort with.
Ah, yes, internal bleeding can be an issue.
I hate when that happens.
Yeah.
This person is my dad.
I
This
see what you
goddess.
mean now. You're very intelligent. I thusly respect you. As she's saying this, Butcha comes and hovers near her feet, and she gives him a quick blessing on the hand, at which he kind of comes back to eye level. Okay, very well.
Should we three birds make
Yes,
haste?
yes.
Great.
Let us birds of a feather flock together.
Great.
Yes.
That's so fun. You're so funny.
I love
That was really good. That was really good.
I'll elbow a button on the wall. The kitchen itself will be ejected out. The tires come up from the top of my house and start to spin. We'll lift up into the air as I take the controls with my stick arms. Well, yeah, great. Where to first?
It's a kitchen plane.
Well, the whole house now is a
Sorry.
helicopter. I'm sorry, the kitchen's been ejected.
Oh yeah, you got
Yeah.
rid of that. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's a kitchen.
Are the helicopter blades those little pods, that fall from trees? that
Yes,
fly around?
yes.
Beautiful.
Clever, very clever.
Yeah.
Yeah, silently, your abode lifts up. And I think you mentioned Sitara. Do you make your way to Sitara's home?
Asha is absolutely like, just doing the like silent scream of like, this is the coolest thing I've ever been. Oh my God.
Now hold on, because this only goes a few feet in the air, so and we're just crashing into neighbors' houses.
The illusion is wrecked after the third bomb. Like, okay, actually,
Amazing.
we could have just.
Imagine going maybe slightly faster than walking.
Yeah.
And also, you're all birds, right?
Yeah.
We are all birds. Yes.
What are you saying?
Very good point. That's so funny.
Seeing
They're flying
like
past your house.
seeing Asha's like sort of excitement and wonder, Kabila, trying to be subtle, comes over to you, Murkha, and says, "Art thou still single?
Ooh.
Am I still single?
Havest thou found thy mate,
Have I found my mate?
life partner, spouse,
I am.
partner,
Uh,
better half,
well, they're out there.
girlfriend?"
No, I'm alone. No, I'm for the most part alone.
I'm looking out a window, watching like people walk past the house.
Why do you ask? Are you okay? Do you need something to drink?
Sorry.
Did you ever get a beverage?
I would love something to drink. Thank you so much.
Well, Asha, I would love to get it, except that we had to eject the kitchen and activate the helicopter. So let's move on
It's
to-
gone. Run over. When the door to where kitchen was,
Yeah.
what is where is now?
Wind. And we're like getting.
Is it just like opening the exit door of a
Yes, it is an airplane, but slow that airplane down, and it hasn't really left the tarmac. That is kind of the vibe
Like
of
if you were
it.
driving a puzzle and one of the pieces is just gone, it's just a big hole,
Yeah.
and then the rest of the house exists.
Exactly.
Oh my!
Do I have time to fly back to the ejected kitchen and grab the drinks and fly back to this house?
Yes, you can fly.
Yeah, I can still
Really.
see it.
Yes, yes.
I can see where the kitchen was.
Gliding is a rudimentary action for you. So easy.
Okay, I'll be right back. Do you want something?
No, I'm quite all right in my singularity and lack of parchness.
Part of that was I'm gonna go. She glides out.
So anyway, why are you asking me about betrothal and coupling?
Dost thou not
Fireworks.
desire or require a mate?
Do I not require a mate?
Yes.
I have been often referred to as somewhat of an arrow king, but I suppose everything is a spectrum in its own manner, and the idea of companionship outside of the ones that I construct is fascinating on some level. Does that answer your question in a satisfactory manner?
Not even remotely. I have become lost in your words.
That's kind of my issue, is anytime I meet someone, I just open my beak, and lo and behold,
Okay,
they're
let
leaving.
your acquaintance Kabila make it simple for you. Yes, that is my best friend.
Congratulations.
Do you see? Do you feel? Do you think perhaps?
You and her. Because I feel like it's a conversation you two should maybe entertain outside of my purview.
No. Foolish.
I'm sorry.
No. Perhaps it seemed that. Okay, Asha is not very easily impressed, and she seemed impressed by these strange, often redundant, but nevertheless quite entertaining contraptions you make. I thought perhaps if you had just something to consider. If thou ever find thyself lonely, forlorn.
Sure, that's something I'll keep in mind when Asha returns shortly.
I cast sending just to you. Do you have another lime?
I didn't have
No, I found it.
They're hitting it off.
And Asha is single, you're sure.
She didn't get scooped up by
Yes.
Okay, well, owls don't really sweat, but Murkha starts to sweat. And
Are you blushing?
yeah, there's like blushing in the cheeks. The feathers kind of like plume out a little bit. And Murkha goes, okay, well, we should probably wait for Asha then. And I'll like hit like another button with my wing, and a harpooned anchor will just shoot into the ground.
Into Sitara's home.
Oh, that's too good.
I'm gonna fly back in with 3 normal water.
Did you do this to go like 3 blocks?
You shot an anchor out of something that's floating 3 feet off the ground.
The word floating is the important word in that sentence.
You wounded another building. Are we fighting? Whoever's inside it.
Oh, no, this is simply parking. Hey,
Hi.
have you ever heard of a lava lamp?
As a discrete unit of a concept, no. Lava, yes. Lamp, yes. Together, what?
Yeah, well, I just actually put it together. If you thought the house was cool, I think you'll get a hoot out of this.
That's funny.
No.
No, wait, but you can say it.
Sorry,
This is like the Silver Linings playbook of D&D.
Sorry,
This is unreal.
A toxic couple for me.
I'm okay. Oh God, meet cute. Okay.
Meet something.
Completely unplanned. Completely unplanned.
Yeah.
Sitara, you are sitting in your beautiful nest, so carefully crafted in the underbrush of what is a sort of honestly bustling hedge, having tea with your 2 compatriots when an anchor, kind of much like a harpoon, comes piercing through the beautiful lattice work, like the interwoven lattice work of your wall that you had just repaired just a few days ago. You only live a stone's throw from Murkha's home. He could walk or fly here, but here you are.
Murkha! Hey, what the hell? Now, Sitara, she's so fully put together, even though she's at home. And she has a set of eyeglasses that she wears that she doesn't actually need, but she thinks it makes her look smart. Because she is definitely in her boss bitch phase after the events of previous events in her life. So she keeps these on, yells out at him, and as she does, her shiny blue feathers and her beautiful orange ruff on her little kingfisher body, flare out like in a fit of anger that makes her look 10 times bigger than she actually is, because she's a little thing.
Tiny little Luma.
She's a tiny little Luma, tiny little Sarah Luma. Sarah Luma. I don't know, tomato.
I'm writing that
I
down.
changed my character's name to
I changed my species to Tamudu.
Exactly, that is a new species.
Move
Print
to.
it. It's canon. So I put down my tea, because obviously we were having chai, and I just yell in the direction of the harpoon, Murkha, what do you want?
Good afternoon or morning. Depends on if it's noon or not. I was tasked with gathering my friends, so you're the first stop. We've got 2 more to make.
Can you maybe next time stop somewhere else first? Maybe use your harpoon somewhere else before you come bashing through my wall again.
Okay, yeah, sure. Well, we'll just we'll fly over to Laddoo Auntie's then really quickly, and I'll retract the harpoon.
And as it retracts, it gathers up because there's all this like beautiful fabric that she has draped over the twigs. There's a set of dishes. I mean, not dishes. A set of teacups. There's a whole tea set
She's been
on the
nesting.
table. She's really been nesting. Yeah. That's what's happened. and as the harpoon comes back, it grabs, like in slow motion, she's, no! And it grabs the cloth off the table, hooks it, and pulls the entire tea set out with it. So now it's got my wall and the fabric and tea, and all over the floor are my broken tea sets.
Wow.
You were gonna have your two friends over for tea.
I did.
As the tea set is pulled out through the gaping hole, this is when Laddoo Auntie and Ash walk up to your front door.
Oh, Murkha's here.
Laddoo Auntie silently takes out a piece of paper and puts another wall damage payment that Murkha needs to pay for on like this long list. Just kind of and puts it in her quills.
Yes, because Laddoo Auntie is a hedge. Can you describe her for us?
Yes. She's a little small, round hedge with lots of just comfortable fabrics and clothing, just shawls galore. She was holding a small, like wooden container of laddoos and what she is calling budgie, which is made of flower buds and berries.
I love that so much.
Budgie. Yeah. To bring, which she would manage to keep away from the pulled away debris. She, of the hedge, hedge are this like really loving, generous, kind, humble folk. She is those things in her own way. She's not like, oh, hello, how you doing? She's like, get on with it. Tell me how you're doing. Why do I gotta ask?
Yeah.
So she still has all those elements of caring. You might call her, I guess, chaotic good in that way. And yeah, she has just come from, she's come to Sitara's place from dropping off some laddoos and budgies into a series of tunnels, her delivery system to her many customers.
Oh, wow. They go
really
rolling
cute.
through the underground
Yeah.
networks to all of the small animals that enjoy them, the little gerbeens and fellow hedges that, the mapaks that truly enjoy these little treats.
Yes.
Tunnel tiffins. I love it.
Yeah.
You get me.
Dunfins.
You gotta chill out.
What?
You gotta chill out with all this. You're banging up the house so many times. You know how much that costs?
What? No, my house. No, this is my house. It's I know it looks like an airship. But
Don't even today. Not today, man. Don't give me this flack today. Okay, I had a stressful morning.
What happened?
I got a lot of delivery. Every day is stressful. Every day is so hard.
Yes, of course, Auntie.
Every day is very difficult. Don't wreck the walls anymore.
I'm sorry, you're right. Well, let me just park this thing really quick.
Oh my God.
Hit the button, shoot the harpoon.
Yeah.
Do you aim for the same aperture you've already made?
Of course,
Yeah.
of course not. I don't think you do.
Oh, the question was, do I aim for it?
Yeah. Roll to hit. And you can use your intelligence as your modifier.
Okay,
on
great.
this.
All right.
Can I provide the help action?
Yes, you may. And which way do you help, Asha?
Just fully like the ghost moment of just like coming over and being like, hold on, let me just. And it's truly not romantic in Asha's head, even a little bit. She just sees the lineup of it and like has clocked that like the harpoon pulls a little to the left and it's just that like immediately like hold on and then just tries to overcorrect in the other direction a little bit to help.
Gee, sexual.
What? I'm sorry. Hello?
Oh my God. Do that in a locked jail. Don't do that here.
Where all kids should be. Should be created.
What you got? What you got, baby boy?
great.
Okay, cool.
Oh, okay, all
No, it's
right.
good. It's good.
You can do it again.
It's a help.
I can help action.
Yeah,
Help
yeah.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Great. So intelligence modifiers 2.
Okay.
That's going to bring us to an 11.
An 11.
What's your first roll?
That would have taken us to 6.
Never mind.
You punch a new hole into Sitara's wall right next to the old one.
Okay.
There you go.
You know, maybe
What were you trying to do?
Thank you, Asha. This
Great.
Yeah.
Maybe, he can make it like a window that we leave open most of the time.
You shouldn't have so many windows. Okay?
I know,
Everybody
I know.
gonna be peeping.
No, oh, Auntie, I thought today I'm going to kind of like preen and prance my way over to wherever I'm confused by the geography of this moment, but
Decide in your heart.
Yeah, I'm just going to decide in my heart that I'm going to actually, okay, so the harpoon has come through, so I'm actually going to hop onto the rope that the harpoon is attached to and like perfectly balance myself and walk like a supermodel all the way across it, all the way up into the copter.
As you walk into the copter, Kabila kind of glides down and kind of is like walking all around you, Ash, and goes, yes, I've heard of Tilia in Deary. Nice to see one. Yes, yes.
Yeah. Nice to see
Interesting. Very different genus of Tilia. Yes.
Oh, thank you. I haven't had anyone comment on my genus recently, so it's nice to know.
No. Go ahead, just get out of the way. Do your chin.
No.
You Gila in public. You save that whispers in your mind.
That's who I am. I just have to, okay.
Think about it at night like everybody else. Don't put that out there, man.
Sorry, I didn't mean to talk about my genus so wildly.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Stop saying genus.
I'll put my genus away.
I'm having a stroke.
So you see a lizard version of Ash. He is quite like a gecko, and he's carrying a huge. So as you were talking about how stressed out you are, you see Ash like carrying a giant bag of what do you call them? Budgies for you.
Yeah.
I am your.
Yeah. See how stressed I am? I gotta worry about this guy carrying all my stuff.
Yes. And Ash's his tongue whips out because that's his punch. Whips out, grabs.
Your jeeb now.
Yeah, my jeeb. I guess my jeeb.
We could call him a jeeb because it's a bit strange.
It whips out, grabs a budgie and offers it to you. But it's from his tongue. So enjoy.
Interesting.
Yeah, the first one's free to new customers, right? Am I doing it right?
She gobbles it down in like 2 bites. Interesting. Yes, yes. I will take one additional for my friend. Thank you.
Oh, excellent. Yeah, this one will cost you.
You said interesting?
Yes.
It's pretty good, man.
Yes, nourishing. Provides many essential nutrients.
No, it
Those are good things.
No?
immediate suspicion of this person who isn't just like fawning over the budgie. And I think Asha gets one for free as well because this is her first one.
Oh, yes,
Yes,
of course.
technically speaking, one per customer. This is a separate customer.
Yes,
Hi.
She is my friend.
Right. Yeah.
Hi.
I'm learning. Sorry. And yeah, tongue again.
Oh, that touched your tongue.
Yeah. I mean, it's clean.
Asha loves it.
See, now that's a good reaction.
I think you can read the like delight and then knows that her bestie was like very medium about it and is like, it's good. It's so good.
Are we gonna die?
Well, we should probably be off on the adventure, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I
I
didn't
have
get your
brought-
names. I'm Asha.
Asha. Oh, I'm Ash.
Oh, that's fun.
That's fine. That's a thing.
Oh, that's fun for us.
I'm Laddoo Auntie.
Number 1 on the list.
What list?
And like, I think all of that like buried surprise and or like delight and enthusiasm like immediately resurges and it's just like, I understand now. That was delicious and it is an honor to meet you.
Yeah.
Sitara's been watching this also like a tennis match with just her eyeballs the whole time.
This is challengers.
And kind of just waiting to see which Laddoo Auntie we're gonna see come out right now? Is she gonna go full?
Her
is she
head
gonna-
just like cocks back and forth like a bird.
So we're kind of doing the same thing. We're all just kind of looking back and forth. Why are you here?
Well, we were tasked with getting our friends to meet with friend Asha
Hi.
to combine our forces for a required journey.
Yes.
Required for what reason?
Well, do we have a place that is private to speak?
Not anymore. There's a big hole in my wall.
There's 2 holes.
Yes. Thank you so much. You're so observant.
Sorry.
Very helpful.
Huh. Birds don't sweat. Begins to sweat. Huh. Okay, this is going good. I like
Kabila
having,
kind of settles over to you.
I like having one friend. This is stressful.
A lot of energy, I think. Yeah.
Come on, ladies. We don't have all day. I have a lot of cleaning to do now.
Oh.
No.
You want it somewhere private?
Do I register that? Do these people not like me?
You know what? No, I wouldn't say that. I think
Yes.
they are. It's interesting that like
Do I hear that?
Do I hear that conversation? Are they saying this right in front of us?
Yeah, I think she's like
100%.
trying to be like this is her version, I think, of being
Quiet.
of having some kind of tact, which is very little.
yeah. Our sidebar in front of everyone at full volume.
Are there occasions upon which people don't like me on
Probably
first
not.
impression? Oh, okay.
Have we met Kabila? We've met Kabila before.
You know of her.
We know
Oh,
of
you
her,
know
but
of
we've
her.
never met her.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes. She is very politically involved
Oh,
in the
okay.
city of Devane.
Okay.
Got it.
No,
Okay, so I would like to also have a loud sidebar with you guys.
loud bar.
A loud bar.
Yes.
So, I might roll out this thing really quickly, and I'll my arms will reach into a cabinet and pull out. I've got these like bark that I have like formed into cones to just quiet the sound a little bit. That you can just go ahead and just place over.
Over your head.
A cone
a
of
cone of
silence.
Wow. And
That's
it's
very
not
fun.
a cone of amplification?
It's a cone of silence.
Wow.
I like it.
I don't think so. I've only tested it by myself.
So wait, so
We're about to find out.
I put it over. Like one person wears the cone, or we all.
It would be one. Wait, why would you need? I don't know why I made this.
No, this is good. This is good because now it's all super loud.
It's canon now. We
It's the most important thing you've ever made.
Oh my God, you guys! Oh my!
I like this.
My love of Get Smart is just full. My heart is so full.
I get it. It's like a conch that whoever has the cone of silence can speak.
You can.
quietly.
Well, thinking out loud. Oftentimes, people don't want to hear your thoughts. So my thinking was that you would put it on and you could think out loud and no one would have to hear. But also, I don't know if it amplifies it, so maybe everyone hears all your thoughts.
Well, that's gonna be a risk we take. Put it on.
Whatever she says, I have to do that. She's my employer at this point, so yeah, I put on your cone. And so I just think the thoughts to you, and that's what happens. Is that what I'm supposed
That's
to do?
what do you? First of all, we can't hear you. Try turning it.
Do you guys you get what I'm saying?
I'm just gonna say in his head, darling, this is not working. Can you use your words in your brain and I'll translate?
Okay, yeah, sure. Are we supposed to trust these bird folk friends? Are they friends of ours? I mean, I know the crow. I've seen her billboards for her political ads, but how do we know them and what are we doing?
Yes, I have a similar question. Ash would like to know if you have any references, if you happen to know anything about these two, other than what we know publicly about Kabila.
No.
No.
Well, Asha seems to know limes.
Can I see? Do I know anything about this woman? If I've also seen political, and by the way, I imagine a billboard is like shaped like a bird's bill.
Yeah.
You're saying that.
Well done. Well
Have
done.
I seen any? Can I like roll for something?
Yeah, give me a history check.
Okay.
Can I help her?
Yes, of course.
Okay. So that's a 10.
Which means you can roll again because I
okay.
gave you the help action.
Yeah.
And the reason I think I can help is because in my boss phase, I have done a lot of reading about not just socialites anymore. Now I'm paying attention to politics, I'm paying attention to business.
Yeah.
I've got my feathers in a lot of different places.
Okay, so I rolled an 18, and my logic on that is like, as a business owner, I'm paying attention to like, who do I work with? Who has, very bad opinions that I don't want to sell stuff to or partner with?
Yeah, you definitely have heard of her, you know of her. Like when I said she was politically active, she's less a politician, more of an advisor. So,
Interesting.
Murkha, when you serve with the Arcanists and the Arcanist colony of Divane, she often comes in to give feedback. The reason you may have seen her billboards is she has many causes that she's actively devoted to.
Okay. Can you tell us some of them that we might be aware of?
Yes. A lot of them have to do with the sustainable management of the woodlands and how to live in harmony with animals.
All right. So we like that.
All right.
You know that your friend Bria oftentimes is working with Kabila or a lot of times under her.
So in that case, I'm not so suspicious of her because I actually believe that she's kind of great. I wanted to partner with her on some of the reforestation efforts that she was working on. But this one, I don't know anything about. Hi.
Hi.
What brings you to Divane?
Oh, I'm here with my friend, and she's gonna need some assistance, so I'm just here to lend support. She's very busy.
Oh, all right. Can I do an insight check to see if she's quite as clueless as she seems, or if she actually that seems like an act?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I also roll insight?
Yes, of course.
I just sidle up next to you and go, oh, I'm also an intern.
Yeah, fun.
Yeah, cool. For 21.
That's also rolled a 21.
Birds of a feather, except you're not a bird.
I rolled a 4.
Contested.
Yeah, 4, yeah.
That's all right. That's all right. Yeah.
Meets it beats it, like in this regard. So I think it is very like blinking clueless helpful. And you see that there's a moment of like just that little muscle under your eye that's a little like scrutiny as she like looks at you and you see the facade slip just a little bit.
Okay. Right. Oh, wonderful. So nice to have you here. I would offer you tea, but that's not an option anymore.
Oh, we can make tea if you want.
I would love some tea.
Can I take the cone
Yes,
off?
you should make
Can we
Asha
hear him? We get it.
a cup of tea.
Can we hear or not?
Yes,
No, probably not.
you should do that.
Yeah, probably not.
Okay.
You should share a cup of tea together, and I can bring your friends up to speed with some of the things that I have already told you about. Yes,
Wonderful.
yes.
Okay, I'll go in the
A
other
cup
room.
of tea. Yes,
Yay, thank you.
yes.
Do you want me to get
Try
it?
for everyone, please. No, darling. Why don't you stay here and support your friend? Murkha is very capable.
Okay.
Murkha may need help in the kitchen.
No, Murkha's fine. And I'm saying this because I know I want to keep an eye on her.
This is gonna be so fresh because I have made a soil that hyper grows. So I'm actually planting the tea shrub currently. And in a couple minutes, it'll be a fully grown bush, and then I can pick
Don't
it.
say such things.
I can't. I fucking can't.
Disgusting. Not to have, but to speak about.
I love this hedgehog. I would die for this hedgehog.
Yeah, 100%.
Done.
As I make eye contact with Laddoo Auntie, as you say that, my stick hand is feeling for the eject button of the room I'm in. It's just I didn't install them. Damn it. My apologies for the indiscretion. I will return shortly.
Yes. Hello. I am so happy that Murkha has a plurality of friends, pals, acquaintances. Yes.
You keep bringing up an idea of having one friend. What's going on?
Hi.
Yeah, I know that's you. What do you got to keep talking about having one friend?
I was not aware that a creature was capable of more than one. I find myself completely devoted and fulfilled.
So
I love you too.
Insight check.
Yeah, can I insight check as well?
Yes.
you only have one friend slot.
Ah,
Just saying. And it's
7.
13.
Yeah, she's completely indiscernible. Her eyes are like so full of like almost like constellations, as though connections are constantly being made where there were none before.
I actually feel kind of badly at this moment. Like I'm leaning into thinking that this is just how she is. She gets things done this way. Well, darling, it depends on the person, you see. Some people enjoy the company of only one person, a particularly close relationship. Other people thrive in the company of others. For some of us, depending on one person, feels like it puts a burden on that person. And so it's better to spread out the love among other people so that there's always someone who can carry the weight. But sometimes it's wonderful to just have one special friend who's there for you always.
Yes, that one. I will
Yes.
accept the second option. Thank
Yes,
you.
well, there you are. There you are.
So you do not feel burdened by me, do you, Asha?
Not even a little bit. Do I burden you?
No, never.
Okay, sweet.
So now that we've cleared that up, tell us why you're here.
Asha is my most intelligent friend.
Yes,
And she is also my most trusted.
Mhm.
And I believe that she can help in a manner in which I must keep my feathers clear.
help with,
With
what?
Well, you may have heard rumors that there is war brewing between our kingdom and that of South Sindcastlin. Now, a great battle would benefit no one, and there are creatures known as Vitala flowing forward from where I have some theories. I believe they're coming from a thinness in the fabric that holds aloft our realm from the realm just beneath it, a realm that some would refer to as the Fae. However, this word is actually incorrect. It actually has origins from where your strange accent comes from. The correct
And
word
anyway,
for it.
Nobody heard you, man.
I can fix the scene if you guys need it.
We're just,
Sorry.
we've moved on, darling.
The correct scientific, cultural, whatever I guess you would call it, word for it, that is the Barivan. And it separates the Fae from our more material realm. But where it grows thin, these creatures have come through, known as the Vitala. Now, South Sindcastlin thinks that we've drawn these creatures forth, and Devane thinks that Sindcastlin has called these creatures forth. Either way, they're flowing down from the lava plains in numbers that threaten to overwhelm, decimate, destroy, level, obliterate the city.
With the mention of the Fae, does that, above table, because Sitara's parents, we left on a big cliffhanger about her parents. I don't know why I pronounced it that way. That was weird. It just came out of my mouth. A cliffhanger. Excuse me. Is that kind of this? Like, does she understand that this is the same place?
Yes. There is only one Barivan.
Yeah. So as she says that, and I begin to gloss over, and my face, you could just see the color drain from my face.
Yes, they look rather like that, the Vitala. Very strange creatures. I have interesting theories on how they're made, but that's for me and Asha to compare our notes about later. They are merely theories. Nothing we can face to the public at this time.
Bestie, just really quickly.
Yeah.
Why are you like this now?
What? I see no change. Wait. Oh, the Vitala cosplay. Yes. Cosplay, costume play. Very interesting, fun hobby amongst young folk.
These Vitala that you're talking about. You said how they are made. Are these constructs from this land?
No, more spiritual in nature. Yes.
Do you have a personal connection?
Can I do a history, some kind of check to know if I know more about the Vitala?
Give me a religion check.
Ooh.
Ooh. Yes.
Who do you get? Who do you call in?
Cool.
Ooh, good recruitment there.
19.
Oh,
Let's go.
19. Good job. You do know that these are dark spiritual entities that are very similar to the European notion of vampires. As for how they're created, such a mystery is beyond your reckoning, even with a 19. But you do know that occasionally you have heard instances of Vitala terrorizing villages, but never in numbers.
But them coming through a thin part of the veil, so to speak, that's a thing we know about?
This is somewhat new information. Murkha may be more in the know about that, being a part of sort of the special triumvirate that meets to discuss the defense of Divane City.
I'm interested in where the thinning of this veil might be.
Why? Well, we want to go reinforce it, maybe.
No. That could create many issues. Thus why a lot of delicacy, care, subterfuge is required in this matter. Yes.
I can be very delicate. What? What?
I believe you.
Murkha?
Yes, and I come out with some fresh chai.
Delightful.
Here you go.
Wonderful.
Here you go. Here you go.
Darling, what do you know about the thinning of this area where the Vitala might be coming through?
Oh, loads, but a lot of that's classified information.
Well, it's not anymore.
How do you mean?
You gotta unclassify it.
Oh, no, we cannot do so.
Oh, really?
We are physically incapable.
What do you mean physically incapable?
Bound by enchantments. Outside of the confines of the triumvirate space, we are not allowed to speak of it. Physically incapable.
Does anybody have dispel magic?
Yeah, that's literally what I was just thinking. I would like to, here's what I want to do. I want to use a combination of intimidation and dispel magic on
PvP.
her.
Okay.
Listen, darling, you've come into my house, blown 2 holes into the wall, just to come
correction.
here and tell me, no, eyes here, I'm
Okay.
talking to you.
Really quick.
Interesting.
I just
You
want
have-
I want to note that the tone here with my best friend has changed and I'm uncomfortable.
That's okay.
Well, I'm sorry, darling, but I'm uncomfortable with vampires or Vitala or something coming through a veil. You come here for our help, but you won't tell us any more.
Well, that is not the mission at hand. That is, so to speak, currently above your pay grade.
My pay grade.
Oh, we're getting paid?
Yes.
No.
I need that money to get my family here, baby.
This is correct.
Yeah. Hold on. Let's hear her out. Oh, my family is it? Well, what's the equivalent of Bretzewald in this world?
It is Bretzelwald.
Is it still? Okay. Yeah, my family is in Bretzewald, and I've found such family here, so I want to bring that family here.
That sounds wonderful.
Yeah. So,
I'm still uncomfortable.
should I offer them a second laddu, maybe, to break the tension?
Noted, darling. And I'm sorry to make you uncomfortable as guests in my house, but you've come here with mandates. What exactly is this mission?
Oh, the mission is very simple. We have a working theory that the Vitala are fighting to recover a relic that was taken by the Rakshasa and hidden in our plane, thereby bringing the Vitala down on us. Our hope is to prevent a war with Sindcastlin or with the Fae.
So
And
we
how do you propose to do this?
We believe that it is possibly being held at the home of the son of Opar, the deity of kindness, good deeds, and civil service. His son, Iyengar, is soon to be married. We think that perhaps one of the gifts brought forth by one of the suitors is perhaps the relic in disguise. The Rakshasa pride themselves on infiltrating government and society at every level. They are masters of manipulation, deception, shape-shifting, all this kind of stuff. They oftentimes pride themselves, or rather delight, in creating chaos and sowing dissent with such tricks as this one.
And what would happen if they did give this to Iyengar?
Well, ruin would be brought upon Inder's home. Yes.
The relic itself or the Vitala?
The Vitala will not stop until they get it back.
But we're not allowed to know where they're coming from.
Well,
We're
they're
just supposed-
coming from the lava plains, but one would require an army to stop them. And quite frankly, an army is what we're trying to avoid.
So we get the relic.
This one says that thou hast other ulterior motives.
Myself.
Yes.
I want to stop them at the source.
Oh, but that would require going to war with the Feywild. This is out of the question.
Someone telling me I can't do something. That goes over well.
It usually
She
doesn't.
sidles closer to Asha.
Yeah.
I do not think these people like me.
Yes.
Is this a am I unlikable?
That's
Yes.
deeply untrue.
I sidle. I like you guys.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Good.
Ash is great.
They're just they're like a tougher sell. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Yeah.
I understand.
And when we're going to be put in peril to help, which we like to do, we just want to know all the facts.
So you would like us to go to Inder's wedding and find this relic?
Oh, the wedding has been called off.
Why?
There have been rumors that his household is cursed, which is why I believe that the relic is being hidden there in some other guise.
Well, let's head over there and go find it.
Yes.
Does that sound good to everyone?
Yeah, and about the pay,
Oh, yes. You will be all richly, handsomely rewarded.
Oh, we don't need that. That's fine.
No, what?
Very
You're
well.
so
Hold on.
sweet.
Come on,
Thank
don't
you.
talk for us.
that's the
That is
singular
very
we
kind
he's
of you,
using.
Murkha.
Quickly.
A gentleman and a scholar as always.
Who?
I would like to walk up directly to both of these ladies. And look them
She
both in
sidles
the eyes.
closer behind Asha
Yeah.
this time,
Okay,
hiding
yeah.
behind the massive
yeah,
raven form.
look at both of
yeah,
you.
a little
Absolutely
Absolutely,
interposing.
no,
little
no,
squat
absolutely.
crow
And I'm looking
next
at
to
both
this
of
big,
you.
beautiful raven.
Very, very clearly.
Hi.
It's not that we don't like you. It's that we've been in enough situations where we know not to trust people until their trust is earned.
Okay, that's right. That's very fair.
That's all. The more information that we can have, the better.
Oh,
Just leaving that there.
Appreciated.
should I inform them that I am sending you because I don't trust them either? Is this a wise piece of information?
might want
to
to
I think they
inform them?
understood that. I think that's implicit. You're good.
Oh, okay.
You're doing a really good job.
This is a rough morning.
This is a rough morning. But you're doing great. Thank you. You're so brave and so strong and so wonderful.
You're so smart and so beautiful. And
This is awkward. Can we go home?
Yeah,
No,
nobody
sure,
likes
yeah.
to see this.
You guys are both very brave and smart and beautiful.
Wonderful.
Oh, thank
Why
you.
did you have a cone on?
I was commanded to put it on.
And you do
By
whatever
my-
anyone tells you?
Well, currently, I need a job, so I'm working for Laddoo Auntie.
How much does Laddoo Auntie pay you?
That is TBD, she said, which I still haven't figured out what the currency equivalent to that is.
10 big
$10 big dollars? That sounds Oh, that's so much better than small dollars.
All right, well, let's start heading over to the house. I'll shed off the thick arms. They will like spider crawl over to a console and start to mess with stuff. The walls of the house will eject the propeller out. The two walls of the house will lift with ottomans on the side that become propellers and start to spin. Doesn't really matter. It's more for show because itself will just be wings that flap as the house jerks up and down as we start to fly forward.
I walk alongside it.
You can beat it.
Yeah, and it's a huge gust every time the wings come down. Yeah. Also, the beginning of the year is the best time to be in a relationship for tax purposes.
Oh, that's interesting. How so?
Well, if you enter into a relationship, and this is true, later in the year, you have to then you get taxed as a couple unit.
Does that require sort of registering as a domestic partner? Sorry, I wasn't sure if this was sort of within the bounds of legality or something about like holiday cycles and like gifts owed to partners.
No, more so the legality of
Okay.
it all. Yeah,
That's interesting.
yeah. But do you enjoy gifts?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
I think I do, but I don't worry about them as a sign of affection. I tend to believe that showing up and being there and being verbally and emotionally supportive is more important. Why do you ask?
pure curiosity and inquiring about your romantic interests.
Oh, with regards to you specifically or someone else?
In all honesty, me specifically, I suppose, but it's probably playing cards too openly. So instead, no, but I said it.
It's okay. Do you want me to behave as though I didn't know?
Why don't we both behave as if we didn't say this last little part?
Okay. And I just hold out my hand.
That was electric.
Kabila is also very pleased.
Oh my God.
We're here to talk about our awesome sponsor, Humblewood. They really hooked us up this season. We love them. And what I specifically want to know, Jasmine, is how did you do it? How did you wrap in the world of Vehaar into the world that Humblewood's got going?
Honestly, it made a lot of sense. Across so many different cultures, the folklore features animals as these clever, adventurous creatures that teach us about ourselves and lessons about how to live. And growing up with those stories in India about crows and coyotes and all of these...
Scorpion and the frog.
Yeah.
And all that stuff. Yes.
It made me realize that not only is our stories eternal, but when we start talking about representation, we can all relate to animals. And so I feel like Humblewood and Vehaar, match made in heaven.
I also love the fact that in Humblewood Beyond the Canopy, there are 4 new diverse regions, which I think you probably used because we were jumping around to so many different settings.
It's a dungeon master's dream, and you can explore the continent of Weston, and they have 4 new diverse regions. There's an icy archipelago, vast grasslands, wild mountains, and tropical jungles.
Hey, friends, don't you worry if, you're like, oh my gosh, can I even play this with 5e and 5e plus rules? Yeah, you can. It's a standalone book that's completely compatible with both of those.
It's got 250 pages at least, filled with stunning art and new and returning artists, bringing the world of Everden to life.
And don't worry, if you haven't played Humblewood before, Beyond the Canopy is a standalone book, so it's a great time to jump in.
Where can I get this standalone book?
Well, funny you should ask. We can tell you guys very excitedly, oh, we're so excited, that the Kickstarter for Humblewood Beyond the Canopy will be in April 2025. So go there, pre-save, press all the buttons, do all the things that enable you to get all the notifications. Check out our friends at Hit Point Press on their website. We're gonna check out more of Vehaar and what the heck is going on with our characters.
Things are getting pretty spicy.
Things are getting, seriously, they're always spicy with us.
Dramatic exit.
Bye.
Murkha, your flying contraption beats its wings now that have sprouted out of it across the beautiful landscape of Vehaar. The early morning begins to descend into late morning, and as it does, a gentle flurry of snow begins to fall from the sky. This is not super common for the area. In fact, these days, as it's been snowing more and more frequently, passage across the streets has become very, very difficult. But you thankfully have a flying contraption that gets you through the worst of it. You do notice people doing everything they can to bundle up and stay warm against the chill. You see mice in big furry hats and all kinds of different creatures. This may actually be the first time you've seen bird folk wearing boots and things like that to protect their little feetsies from the frost. As your flying contraption comes down into the neighborhood of the palace, you do notice that there is a small little family with little mice bundled up, kind of going about their way and leaving through one of the gates of the 12-gate garden that leads to the palace. Originally, this was private property, but Opar actually donated it to the public, wishing to share its beauty with everyone when he inherited the property. And thus it is that all 12 gates of the garden are thrown open, almost inviting you. There is a stream of visitors, all bearing gifts, hoping that the young prince in there might choose them. But those that are in the know that there's a shorter list of people that are actually being considered for Inder's hand in marriage.
I feel like this is something that I would know as a socialite, is who those particular people would be. Can I roll for something for that?
If you enter the palace, you can definitely cast an appraising eye and see kind of among who is present who you think is most likely to draw the desirable young prince's sort of attention, or rather his father's, because he's a good boy and he's letting his dad pick.
Okay.
Which I'm sure Laddoo Auntie approves of. Good.
I'm just going to use a little bit of my of Sitara's glowy glamoury business to make everything a little bit shinier. She's kind of like soft focus for everyone. Makeup. She's got a little bit of a glow around her because this is an event. And after all, if you're going to be here, someone must present. Yes. So lots of like brocade around her in the same color as the feathers. So this color and this color, these two that I happen to be wearing. How convenient.
The shinier you get, the less shiny Kabila gets. So she pulls Asha aside and says, okay, so I can't go in. I can't really be involved or implicated in any way. Yeah. And technically, because of his station in the city, neither can Murkha. So I will leave it to you to obfuscate the nature of his identity in some way. And I will remain behind to, quote unquote, hold down the fort, keep things afloat on the base.
One more.
Take care of the home.
Good job.
Secure the homestead.
Ooh, I liked that one the most. That was nice. I will take care of Murkha, and I've got your back. Don't worry.
I know you got this. And if things get bad, and she reaches back and with her beak plucks one of her iridescent feathers and hands it to you. Just use this.
Will do. And I don't put it in a pocket. It's literally tucked into the downy feathers of her shoulder. So it's on her physically. Thank you. Yeah, got you. And yeah, kind of turn and clock Sitara. Okay, you look nice.
Thank you. I feel like if we need some kind of a distraction, I can provide that for us. I also feel like if we are trying to be careful and hide our way in here, I can help with that. What do you think?
Oh, we do need to maybe disguise you a little bit. So, do you have something for that?
Disguise? No, but I can do this. And she simply just waves her little feathers up like this and casts Pass Without a Trace.
Oh.
So
How do I look?
Huh?
What do I appear like now? How do you all see me?
You look exactly the same, darling. You're just a little bit quieter and perhaps a little bit sneakier.
What? Do you cast it just on him or on everyone?
Oh, no, on everyone.
Okay.
Oh, so we're sneaking through this place.
Just so we have the option.
Yeah, cool.
Great.
Just so we have the option.
And you're good to stay and watch the house? Mm-hmm. Perfect. I hit a little button and it's going to start to fold into a suitcase.
Yeah.
Oh, amazing.
She squawks a little bit, but then you hear I'm okay. From far within the recess. She was in it. That's
I misunderstood the theater of the mind. I'm so sorry, everyone. I didn't.
Is she dead? Is my best friend
Did you
dead?
just kill the main NPC that brought us all the...
Okay, I would like to step away to consider this for a moment.
Interesting.
It's my
Interesting.
Stealth and Pass Without a Trace is a +10. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. That's nothing. Here we go. Okay. Oh God. 19 + 1. That's 20 + 10. That's only 30. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I got 30.
Amazing. What would you want to do with that?
Yeah.
I want to crouch behind the suitcase.
Oh. Yeah, no, you disappear behind the suitcase.
So are you staying behind?
What's happening?
Are you staying behind?
Kabila, are you in there?
Oh.
Yes.
Are you okay? Is anything hurt? This entire house collapsed into the size of a luggage.
Yes.
Something's hurt?
She thinks for a small moment, and then she just merely says, Murkha, you do not possess the means to kill me.
No.
It is merely uncomfortable.
I see.
Are you uncomfortable? Do you want me to fix it?
It is okay. If you wish to carry me with you in secret, then perhaps this is not a bad way to do so.
Oh, and I
Like
pop
it.
up.
Like it.
Listen, Murkha's come up with another solution to yet another problem that we didn't have before.
Yeah, how many people can you fit in that suitcase?
You want to find out?
just saying,
I might
just throwing it
have
out
wasted
there.
a spell if one person can
No,
carry
we got
everyone.
past without a trace. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I open this house again, there's no telling what's going to happen when we collapse it back down. This was
Fair.
genuinely an act of God.
All right.
Well, yeah.
Well,
She's that too.
technically, the house has just arrived, right? But I've been here for a while because again, I walked.
Yeah.
instead, and it was much faster than the house flew.
Yeah.
For comedic purposes. So finally, Laddoo Auntie, whenever you arrived, Laddoo Auntie, I've gathered these snow lilies for you for the
Budgie?
budgies. Yes,
Okay.
just I in case we need them.
That's really nice. We're doing something else now.
Okay.
In the quill. Okay.
Oh, good. You guys all saw that. You guys saw that, right? He tapped my shoulder.
Baby boy.
We go inside?
Yeah, before we go inside, can we just survey, like, what do we see from where we are?
You see a long line of people kind of gathering and waiting to get in. And you notice among them that some are people that are spiritualists, doctors, holy people, pundits, all nature of shaman, mystic, and druid is gathered in a line waiting for something.
I'd like to go in and survey and see if I can see any one of the people that I know are the chosen one, or one of the short list.
The main foyer is decorated, but the general atmosphere is not one of joy. Although there are wildflowers and acorns and decorative leaves that have been strung together and hung from every bough of this massive tree in which the prince makes his home, you notice the general air is that of concern or dread. And you see clusters of different humble folk and bird folk kind of consulting with one another. Presiding over it all on one of the higher boughs, it almost serves as a balcony in this space, you do see someone you recognize as a god. This very Amitabh Bachchan-esque presiding.
Sorry, it's
Big
involuntary. Sorry. Sorry.
Presiding over, just like lots of energy, gray in the feathers. He is a falcon that at one point probably was bigger in stature, but with his age has kind of like gotten a little bit smaller in size, as age tends to do. He is bowed over one wooden like sort of crook that he has at his disposal. And although there are still some dark blue feathers kind of along the front of his head, the sides are now peppered with gray and white feathers. And he has one gnarly scar over one eye that is now white. It blinks back and forth, and you see him like clack his beak and consult with a much younger falcon whose plumage is an iridescent blue flecked with gold and yellow. He is dressed in shirtless with dhoti pants underneath. The pants are like silk with brocade on the edges, and he is also wearing like a classic curved shoe that is also embroidered with gold and silver thread. On his bare chest, he has several strings of like pearls and garnets and carnelians.
Ooh.
And he's conferring with this dude?
His son, right?
That is his son.
Probably. Yeah. But maybe not if they're different colors. I don't know.
He's wearing those shoes. That's wedding
yeah.
shoes.
Yeah, that sounds wedding shoes. That sounds pretty wedding
Yeah.
shoes.
And he's wearing the garland. So
like-
maybe, that means having one.
Yeah.
Question above the table question. Like this is like an open invitation place, right? Like, or are we? You said all gates were open.
It is a public
It's
garden.
a public garden, so there's no reason that we have to necessarily.
We have an hour to do anything sneaky if we want to do anything sneaky with a plus 10.
Yeah,
That's just an offer. We don't have to be sneaky anywhere.
Okay.
Yeah, to be clear, there are portions of this home that are open to the public, and there are portions in which the family lives, which would be, you could venture there if you had say-so from the host to do so. As you're kind of standing, looking around, surveying this, you notice like that the line of people are actually here to consult, to each one claiming that they have some sort of cure or remedy for the bad luck that has fallen on the household.
Interesting.
What kind of bad luck are we talking?
the curse.
Can
The
I
curse, yeah.
make some sort of like mass insight, like temperature check to see how comfortable, like it's clearly like Inder and his like father, right?
Yeah.
Like how comfortable are they with this like very public moment that's happening?
Yeah, go ahead. Give me a give me a roll.
Plus 19.
Oh, yeah. He is incredibly uncomfortable. You notice that the father is a little bit harder to read, but you notice that he is one of like, let's get business done, whereas the son is not sure of himself, is questioning whether all of this was a good idea, and generally seems like he doesn't want all of these people in his home, and he definitely doesn't trust the majority of them.
Sweet. Then with that, I'm going to look for the biggest, rowdiest looking person here. And then I want to, as subtly as I can, cast Antagonize on them. It's a wisdom save. However, I'm a divination wizard. Earlier today, I foresaw that they were going to roll a 7 on this, which is below my DC.
Amazing.
So I'm going to roll 44 psychic damage, and they have to turn and immediately like melee attack someone else in their area.
Yes.
I want to cause a fight to try to
Yes.
shut down
Wow.
this very public thing
I
happening.
love it. A peacock catches your eye.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hate every peacock I've ever met. What's 6 plus 6? 12. 12 points of psychic damage.
You gotta talk it out.
As like, I'm kind of looking around, and I think it's very much a like, oh wow, look at like the snow coming down, and just bury like a little burst of purple light. I want to send into the feathers of that peacock, just like a little shock in the butt. It's like, yeah, you should start a fight right now.
This static electricity bursts through this gorgeous plumage that is tucked underneath what looks to be a satin robe. The 3 little fronds on the top of the peacock's heads bristle, and he turns around and immediately slaps the gentleman behind him.
Amazing.
As he turns, I mean, it was going to be one of these 3 people, and this is just who it is, and I'm so sorry, Anjali. As he turns, you recognize him as your ex-husband,
No.
Rocky Brickish.
No.
You just got slapped?
No, he's the one who's doing the slapping.
Oh,
Shut up!
One crisp
slapper.
hand strikes out against the face of a nearby fox, and immediately, like a ruckus kind of ripples through the crowd as you hear Rocky say, "What is the meaning of this?"
And he slaps just the dude next to him?
Yes, and he's like, "You think you can get wise with me?"
I'm frozen. The speechless, confused, frozen.
And Laddoo Auntie is invisible, right? Or pass without trace?
He's not invisible.
Okay. I go to
sneaky,
comfort you.
Oh my God. I dropped the suitcase and it rumbles because it still has the weight of a house.
Oh no.
The whole palace shakes.
Oh no.
yeah.
As he
I'm gonna
kind
press
of
this
grabs,
screams and like sounds of more
There we go.
commotion.
There we go.
I want it to sound like a fight's breaking out and people need to intervene. So like if there's a moment where everyone's like, same with that like prestidigitation or with the like pass without trace to stealthily like cast sounds of people startling and scrambling and screaming.
give me a deception check.
Bye, die.
18 plus 5. 23.
Yes.
As this happens, as these noise fill the room and you see Sitara and Laddoo Auntie Laddoo Auntie begin to comfort a very stunned Sitara, these noises of some kind of commotion enter this massive hollowed out trunk space in front of you. As they do, you see the palace guards jump into action and you immediately see in there, kind of stolen away by a personal guard, a very, very angry looking owl to one of the back rooms.
Is that a room we can sneak into, or I can sneak into?
You could attempt to.
I would like to.
Are you just like fully comforting, being like, and time to sleep?
Yes.
Everything's
Now-
okay.
Yeah. Do I see any other guards around? Just like any random guard?
Give me a perception check to see who you can spot. Since you were mentioned earlier, socialite, you might see some people you know in this space.
But specifically, I'm looking for someone who looks like they work for Iyengar and Opar. 15 plus, what am I looking at?
Perception.
Perception? 17.
So, you note with 17, you do notice a few members of the household who are trying to figure out what has happened. You gain the sense with the 17 that they will figure out that this is some kind of trick pretty quickly, but you do have a few moments while there is some commotion to perhaps steal away. You notice a couple of the guards that work for the household. One of them you see talking to a Nick, a field mouse, that you would recognize as potentially one of the individuals who's brought some kind of wedding gift to try to impress the prince and secure an alliance through marriage. You're aware of his attempts in the past to secure a suitable match for his niece. He's a very affluent, very well-connected spice trader who operates out of Chand Bay. You also recognize Luff's. He's a Tilia, specifically a Nile monitor Tilia. And Luff is a very, very popular poet. He writes ballads, he writes plays. In fact, you may have been in a couple of them. And if not, he's definitely written a song or two for one of your films. He is famous for charging almost princely sums for a song. As a song from Luff is typically a sure shot to get at least some butts into seats. The third person, other than Rocky, that you recognize is a very familiar fellow Luma, except she is a green parrot with mango-colored cheeks. You recognize Bria, who is here, and you would also notice with that 17, in costume. For clearly what appears to be some sort of stage play. So less a costume to disguise herself and more so in costume as though she's going to perform something.
I'm going to try to get over the fact that there are other people performing here besides me. I want to help us get into the back room.
Yes.
I'm going to pass my hand over my face and all the way down my body, and I'm going to change, like, behind these guys. I'm going to change into one of the guards that's far, far, far away.
Okay.
And then I am going to roughly grab you and drag you in a direction so that we can get to, as if I'm taking you back to beat the fuck out of you somewhere else. Towards the entrance of where they went.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So you're okay. Ow! Ouch!
Just play along.
Oh, okay. Ouch! This is. I'm upset about
Okay,
this.
but just play along quiet.
Okay.
She's still so stunned by Rocky. I don't know that she's making right choices. I also don't know that Anjali is making right choices.
So,
I'm trying to. If we do get caught, this is the game
Yes.
I'm playing.
Yes.
But if we manage to get back there, I don't really care.
Okay.
and you're trying to get to the door.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, I think
you do. I don't know who else.
Yes. Well, what are the two of you doing? The two of you.
left alone.
What are you doing? Sorry.
I'm feigning
Now Kit.
surprise
Now
and
Kit.
concern at the fight breaking out.
I don't think I would like perception check that. So I'm just like, oh, I'm sorry that this surprised you and that you have so much concern.
You silver-tongued devil.
It's electrifying.
We should go. We should go. And I've clocked the direction that you're moving in, and we'll try to make it look like completely like summoned idea in the moment to also like flee in that direction and grab your hands.
Okay. What
Is this scandalous?
Grabbing hand?
I love that it can be like a IRL like drama for me. This is good.
Are we close to the door?
Let's see how close you get.
Okay.
Give me a stealth check.
All of
Laddoo
us or just
Auntie.
Laddoo Auntie?
You give me a deception check, the two of you.
Okay.
And
Can we have stealth?
yes, you can have
Natural
stealth. Yeah.
one.
Oh no!
Oh.
What's the lighting
We
situation
got you.
here?
We got you. Don't worry.
It's pretty brightly lit. There's little lanterns with fireflies and glow bugs kind of hanging at regular intervals.
Copy. All right.
I'm gonna roll guidance. Guidance. I'm gonna guidance
Oh, yeah.
somebody.
Oh, it was too late. I already
Yeah.
rolled. I forgot I could guide
Well,
myself.
I guess I'll guide myself.
All right. It was just a 12.
A 12,
Guide myself.
16.
16.
Oh,
and then what am I rolling?
Oh, you're kind of being dragged along.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we have a 1.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Me? Yeah.
I'm a 17.
A 17. Okay. So this is how it's going to play out. As you're trying to sneak up to the room where Inder went to, you see another fellow hedge who kind of has like a little spear, an ornate spear, and is standing guard in the hall that kind of leads down that way. Kind of put their spear in front of you, and before they can say anything, they see a fellow guard coming with another prisoner and says, yeah, you might want to take this one too. I don't know. I maybe take them for questioning. They're trying to get into the prince's quarters. This one here.
And they can see me without, even though with Pass Without Trace?
Yeah, it just
makes
gives you a 10, but a 1 always fails. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Hey, I know you.
Yeah, I know you.
Yeah.
And with your natural 1, he goes, you sell laddus. I know you're going to try to go in there and try to buy him your laddu. You sell him your laddus right now.
Yeah.
Don't you see that this family is going
We're on
through?
to you.
Huh?
We are on to you.
Huh?
And I'm
This
just
family is going through this stuff. You're going to go back there, try to sell him laddus. I've seen you here before.
Yeah. I've got this. I've got this. I've got this. And you hear in my head, I just say to her, don't insult him anymore. Just let me take you.
I want to.
I know. I know.
want to.
Your time will come. Your time will come.
Okay, I'm doing this for you.
Thank you. I love you. I love you too. Well, I'll grab her too. So I'm going to grab her. by
You
the
don't
other hand.
understand. This one, we already told her wedding's on hold and you'll cater it when it happened. And still, so we're dealing with a curse here and you're going to come in and you're going to sell laddu.
What
You don't think?
What better way to lift a curse?
Then a laddu?
Yeah.
Laddus are for celebration. You don't think there's a bit insulting? You're
Laddus
coming
are
here.
for everything, yaar.
No, they are not.
Death, wedding, graduation, new job.
I have heard this pitch 17 times. I can't do it anymore.
Dead
I
pet.
can't do it anymore.
Okay,
What do you
okay,
mean
okay,
dead
okay,
pet?
okay, yeah,
Somebody
yeah,
pet die, you're going to hand them a
Somebody
laddu.
dead pet die.
That is
Somebody
horrible.
pet die, you give
That is a horrible thing to do.
Okay. Calm down, everybody. Keep your cool, man. Keep your cool.
Somebody pet die, she's going to give him a laddu.
I will take care. I will take care. Just keep an eye on this. That man over there, he started the fight. Go over there. Check on him.
Oh, no, I can't move him here. Sorry.
You can move from here.
No. And while he's
Where
arguing
are
with
we?
you with the 16, you two are able to pass on the
Yeah.
other side of the hallway.
Great.
Excellent. Excellent.
Because he's like sort of, basically this is a hallway and he's standing guard like in the middle of it. So while he's blocking the two of you with the spear,
Amazing.
with that 16, you're able to slide by the other side as he's going, somebody pet die, you're going to give him laddu.
They feel better when they eat 2 laddu.
Yeah, they're like,
My dog died because he ate laddu. He choked on it. And you're gonna,
he ate it wrong.
And then my dog died because he ate laddu. You're going to give me a laddu.
Hey,
I ate it wrong.
While that's
He probably
going
didn't chew.
Yeah, I feel like I
While
want to
that's
slip
going
away.
on, can we slip away? Like I gotta.
Can I
This is very intense.
Yeah, can I
Keep
escalate
aggravating
this?
him.
Can I like roll for intimidation? Like I escalate this fight
Let's
so
go.
hard.
Yes, do
Yeah.
it. Do it.
Let's. Yeah. And if we can.
Okay, I only got an 8 in that.
Can I help you?
I already rolled.
Well, if you'll allow it, I could cast.
To have
I don't know if I'm allowed to do this,
trace
but can
and
I
for this
cast
to be happening
thaumaturgy
is so good.
to give her a booming voice, which would gives
Ooh.
you advantage on charisma intimidation checks?
Oh.
Yeah,
only
yeah.
for-
You could try to create a scene here. Yeah, I'll
Yeah,
allow
great,
that.
great.
Yeah.
So what do I do?
So,
So
yeah.
you just roll
As your-
again.
as
and see-
your
and
fate
Roll a
progresses.
die. I
Yeah.
swear to God, it makes me feel crazy.
What?
Roll a physical die. I feel like it's gonna be
Yeah,
so
yeah,
good.
Do it.
It's
Okay,
a 5
so-
plus 4, so it's a 9.
Yeah,
I was
from an
wrong and
8
don't
to a
listen to me
9.
ever again.
No, it's
8
beautiful.
to a 9. So even with your
voice gets quiet.
thaumaturgy,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
booming her up, it just annoys him more. He goes, "Arey, please, take the both of them down to the interrogation room.
Yeah, of course.
You know what it is?
Yes, of course I do.
Okay.
Have you
Just take
seen
them. I don't even want to look at her.
Great.
You don't want to look at me. I don't want to look at you. I don't want to look at you. I don't want to look at you.
So I grab
cover my eyes.
I grab both of them and head in the. He has blocked the way. He has blocked the way down the hall.
Yeah, he's like standing in front with a spear.
All right.
Don't like it.
Then we'll pull back in the other direction, in the other direction towards the end of the other hallway. Very frustrated. And I'm looking around for Murkha and
Asha.
Asha. And then in my head, while we're going in the other direction, I'm going to say to Asha in your head, "Where are you?"
Oh, this is new. We slipped down the hallway.
Do you sending?
No, I have telepathy.
Oh, cool.
I
forgot that.
Yeah, she's special. Keep going where you are. We have to go back in the other direction.
Where are you going?
I don't know yet, but tell us what you see.
I have a goofy idea.
Yeah, I think we've just gone in the other direction around the corner.
Yeah. They said that the relic was going to be given as a gift, possibly.
Yes.
Maybe we find the gift room, or wherever else that they would have those things. I mean, at least every wedding I go to, there's always a table, and you got to bring out the gift, you put it on the table, and all that stuff. Maybe we can find the relic.
That's an excellent idea.
Not a bad
I
idea
have.
at all.
Where did that come from?
I was listening because I've learned to listen as being an intern.
I have speak with bugs. Could I talk to some bugs to get an idea of where this gift room might be?
There is a lantern full of fireflies.
Yeah.
That like at regular intervals. You could speak to any of these.
Okay, great. Hey, come here.
Come here.
No, you come to me. Hello, namaste. Namaste, okay. Do you know where there might be a gift room with the cursed object that befalls this house?
Oh, a curse?
Oh, you didn't know? Oh, Chapa, you didn't know your curse?
I'm cursed.
Yeah, Kanna, the house is cursed.
Oh.
Whole house is cursed. But we're trying to
Can you let me out then I can leave?
Yeah, I let you out. Do you know where there might be a gift room?
Yeah.
We can find the curse,
Yeah.
and then you can go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, let me out. I take you.
You promise?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna let you out and then you're gonna run away?
No.
You're gonna go to the gift room? You promise?
Yeah.
She's speaking out loud. This is just like a head.
All you guys hear is bzzz, and then me talking.
I write down, don't take yes for an answer. Got it.
Okay, I open the top of the lantern to release this firefly.
Learning so much.
Comes out and starts to buzz down the hall so quickly, but you see the light as it goes.
Cool. I
We
rush
hustle,
after it.
hustle. We hustle in that direction. And I'm still sort of trying to have a hand on.
Hey, hands off me! Pretty good, I'm learning.
You're doing great.
You all split off in the opposite direction down the hall. What did the two of you do?
Oh, well, since we're getting to know each other, what would you say is your ideal Sunday?
Oh, this now. I like. Can I be honest?
Please.
Okay. To answer your question, I like reading, and I enjoy getting coffee or tea and sort of just people watching. That's my answer. But sorry, it's a lot to hold right now. And you see her like demeanor goes from like less rigid and awkward, and she relaxes, and her voice drops. She's like, okay, so I'm here helping out my very good friend, who has affections for Inder. So I'm here doing my best to clear her path. If you wouldn't mind, I could use some help. Is that okay?
Yeah. And the premise of a great rom-com. Not for that. That's a side story. That's more of a runner. And who knows how that shapes up. Maybe they'll learn a lesson or not. It doesn't really matter. Maybe they're meant for each other. It honestly doesn't account to anything. This is more of an interesting sort of like philosophical like back and forth that we've got going. This is sort of where the Hegelian sort of like thesis, antithesis to the synthesis can like accumulate. So what do you need?
I'm just gonna offer that, like, she looks genuinely interested now. Like, what? Okay. We should try to find his room. And of course, we want to try to find the artifact too. But if you see anyone that looks like they might have a shot, let me know and I'll take care of it. Not in a kill way, just in a sort of like, go on, kiss someone else.
Love this. I'm often accused of being strictly mechanically minded, but the truth of reality is there's always a threat. The important thing is the people who live during those threats. This makes sense to me. We're doing a little matchmaking?
Yeah.
I love that. That's great. We have passed without trace. We can yell. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, you're right.
This is amazing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Can I insight check you?
Please feel free.
Stop it! Yeah, 15.
I'm not. What do I?
You will either.
Are you
would be
telling the truth?
No, I am. So do I roll like a negative D20 or something? Like how can I provide the most honesty possible? Like what would I roll?
Persuasion
to
check?
talk? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Here we go. All right. That would be 18 persuasion.
Yeah. Oh. And I think her handhold goes from like perfunctory to like drag you around, like drag you along to like actually like comfortable and wants to hold your hand.
I hope it's not uncomfortable that you're holding my stick hand since I don't utilize my wings to do the same thing.
No, it's fine. It's a part of you, and I find it fascinating.
Thank you.
Great.
Well, somebody's getting married today, even if it's not the prince.
You just swap out all the clothes and the invite.
Okay, great. Well, let's go break some other people's hearts so that your friend can go get married to the prince who hasn't met your friend yet.
It's complicated.
That's fine by me. Again, runner. Main character syndrome going on here. Yeah, great.
So above the table, are we on a fake mission to get this girl a little date?
I have no clue what you're
What
asking
are you
me.
saying?
I have
We don't know.
no
We wouldn't
idea.
know.
Yeah,
what
we
you're-
wouldn't know.
I have no idea what
still
you're
on,
asking me right now.
This fable is incredible.
Very steamy.
Geographically, long hallway. They are over here in the direction of where Inder's room is. Guard, and we are back this way. Where? And this is the hall, and this is the big hall.
Yeah. Okay. You'll move across it and then over to where the glow bug is leading you.
Okay.
Which I promise is not a dead end.
Thank you.
There are no dead ends in this house.
Right.
That's interesting.
There's a lot of different ways for this to go. Because like I said, this is one of the few adventures I've designed that has lost conditions.
Okay.
Yeah, made me nervous.
Different kind of dead end.
close to
So as we are following the bug, I'm gonna try to make it look more like I'm escorting them to the gift room,
Yeah.
rather than grabbing them and dragging them while all that ruckus is still going on, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
My absolute torture would be to look at gifts.
Can't stand looking
I
at
hate gifts.
New game, Auntie. New game. We are going there to give our gifts, okay? I am your escort in your head.
We can give this cone of silence as our gift.
Oh, and let me put laddoos in it so it's kind of like one of those.
perfect.
What is the chicky like the cone at the wedding?
Yeah.
Sorry, that got
Okay, great. I'm giving a laddoo cone as a gift.
Cone of laddoos.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, the body language subtly shifts from like one of this to like one of stately walking instead of being dragged along like criminals. Yeah.
Stately walking.
I would like to note, everyone hears maybe their footsteps, the shuffling. No one's gonna hear any laddoos. That thing works like a charm. You can put any bit of food in there, Jasmine.
Yeah. Yeah.
No one's gonna hear it. There's
one's
no
gonna hear
sloshing
it.
of soup in that cone.
that's
Like really, I
gorgeous.
can't recommend this invention enough.
Yeah. You walk over to the gift room. It's less of a room and more of like a parlor where it's funny because your glow bug friend is like leading you almost past it. And you see it on your right. You see people kind of sitting and waiting, almost like they're waiting for an audience with Opar, who is hovering outside of the room, kind of avoiding going in. You do see that some of them have brought items that are kind of being carried off and to your left. And your glow bug friend brings you all the way to the end of the tunnel where there's very clearly a storeroom to the left and actually leads you to the right to where the kitchen is. In her mind, the treasure room.
Amazing.
Okay. So I totally get it. This would be my gift room too.
Treasure.
Yeah. What about the like expensive treasures? You know, like goblets and thorns.
Goblets?
Yeah, like a gift, you know, a chalice or crystals or something. Where you know. What's happening?
I don't think that.
What's going on?
This bug's gonna die.
No. I give this tiny bug a whole ladoo.
It crawls on it, like nibbling it as it goes. Yeah. Yeah. The treasure.
Oh. Okay, so I think it might have been the room we passed.
Yeah, there is a room like on your left. Yeah.
Gold.
Is there anybody guarding the room? Or can we walk in?
And if we went in the other direction, can we tell if anybody noticed us go in that kitchen?
There is so much ruckus with the commotion in the main hall still being sorted out that you don't notice like people kind of really keeping an eye out for you, especially because you're accompanied by a guard. They kind of assume that you must have some business here.
Right.
Okay.
Let's go into the gift room.
Yeah.
I also want to check on. I kind of want to read. Because Opar is there, right outside that door. Yeah, let's go in that direction. And as we're going, I'd like to cast Detect Thoughts on Opar.
As you cast Detect Thoughts, you discover kind of like what's looming most on Opkar's mind. And what's looming most on his mind is truly like how to fix the state his household has fallen into.
Okay. That sounds like a worried father to me. Who else is around? Just like people?
Yeah, there's definitely basically like a room full of what looks to be dignitaries that each have come to like sort of present their case on why the marriage would go best in their favor. But you see that the mood has kind of shifted for them to be potentially there to advise him on what they think is best.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Fast Friends on Opkar.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
amazing.
Love this.
We've got to get in this room.
All of a sudden, he
He
becomes fast friends with this man who just moved here.
Wisdom saving
Yeah,
throw of
yeah.
15.
He has to save on he has to beat a 15?
Yes.
Well, to be clear, I did say at the beginning he's a deity. So
Oh, did
Yeah.
you?
Yeah.
Missed that part.
Yeah, he's the deity of kindness,
okay.
right?
Yeah, he's the social service, kindness, and like
okay.
as you
So I probably can't
cast
charm him.
fast
okay.
friends within you see like your magic kind of like fall on his eyes, and instead he just notices you and just kind of shifts and looks.
Hello, namaste ji. Aap kaise hai? Kaise hai? We've come to you with a gift from Laddoo Auntie, the famed Laddoo Auntie, inside of a cone of silence from the famed Murkha. So we'd like to present that to you now. Bhagwan ji, yes.
Why did you use my real name?
Just the world's fastest smash cut too. I just hope our friends aren't like blowing up their spot and trying to cast magic on like a god. You know, that would be crazy.
Never bring up Laddoo
And
Auntie.
I knowingly cast fast friends on you knowing that it wouldn't work because you're a god, but you know my intentions to want to befriend you, G.
That's actually not super incorrect. He is very good at reading people and their intentions, and he sort of takes the gift from you, and really more than upset or angry or annoyed, as his falcon eyes kind of narrow on you, he just looks tired.
Oh, baby.
And he's like, very well.
Hey, you look tired.
So who have you come to present as your rishta? Who do you want my son to marry?
This this person right here, this lizard right here, I think would make an amazing candidate for your son to marry. Exotic from another area, a good businessman, speaks multiple languages. And I just thought, he knew you wouldn't have met him.
I present to you my body and self to your son.
I can't help but notice that you're wearing a wedding ring already.
In my land, the wedding ring is not worn on the left hand ring finger. It's on the other.
That is
So it's a different-
decorative accessory
different culture
for
entirely.
style.
You just see Sitara. Sitara's like as the guard, just kind of like fading into the background.
Homer Simpson into the woods. Yeah.
Like fully like trying to make it look like my job here is done. Can I go, sir?
While we're doing this, can we have a look around the
That's-
room and see if we're seeing anything that looks like it is this relic, or is this too?
Well, to be clear, he's standing outside the room.
Yeah, we're not
Outside the
having
gift room.
we're having
Yeah,
gift
you
room.
do see there is like a room that has what looks to be like a lot of boxes, crates,
okay, I
chests.
Can we just be honest? We're probably,
Armoires.
Like,
Are we allowed? But doesn't he not want? Should we be honest?
well, he's worried about the curse in his house.
Yeah.
We would know potentially where we think the curse is coming from.
Mm-hmm.
So why not
Okay.
align? with-
Okay.
It feels like our interests are aligned in finding the curse.
What do
I
we
thought.
think? Okay. Hey. I was
You got us.
I was joking.
Oh my God, this is the worst ever. Like, I think yes, but Sitara is just thinking to herself, like, God, I wish I hadn't changed into this guard. I get to be myself again.
Yeah. Here's the earnest truth, and you probably can tell. We want to remove the curse from your house. We are worried about a potential bad situation politically. We want to remove the curse from your house. We believe you have a cursed object here that you are going to give to your son for his matrimony. My deepest sympathies. A marriage that does not happen is the worst thing in the entire world.
See, the problem is that if I were to go and accuse one of the gift givers or look through their gifts and cast suspicion upon them, they would take great offense.
But sir,
And all of these people are dignitaries from different lands. So you see my situation.
but sir, can I go in the room as if taking a gift from them to place it in the room?
If you can do so with more subtlety than you've conducted yourself here, then I think.
We can take the note. We can take the note.
So if
we
you
feel pretty
continue
good.
this conversation, I will take the Laddoo cone inside and perhaps take a look around.
I can also, I can put a smell that smells like a skunk into the room if that will get people to leave it, if that helps you.
People to leave the gift room?
You need
Before
that?
There aren't people in the gift room, right? There's just gifts.
Yeah, there's
Dopest
just,
There's just gifts in there.
yeah.
Never
So essentially, the situation that he's kind of laid out for you is that he can't
accuse anyone.
He can't accuse it. I thought they were
because
in the room.
searching the gifts would be casting suspicion upon all of his well wishes.
So then what I'll do is
he's kind of letting you know that
So
he
what I'll do
can't.
is I'll just bow to him, bow to both of you, take the cone, look at him, and head into the room if he'll allow it.
Yeah, I don't think he would
I think we
stop
can.
you.
Can we all walk into the room?
You could, yeah. He just asked that you be
More
stealthy
discreet.
about it
Yeah,
because,
great.
so to paint the picture, there's a hallway. On one side, there's the kitchen. On the left, there's the storeroom, which stores not just vegetables and stuff, but also like all these things that well-wishers have brought. He's standing in the hall, and in the room right before the kitchen and the storeroom, there is a room of like elderly uncles. There's a room of uncles who are basically holding
Drinking
court.
scotch.
Yes.
exactly.
Yeah, you know exactly.
what
You've
you're
seen
talking
them
about.
at every
Yeah.
wedding
Yeah.
that have thoughts about every situation.
Talking about the
And
match,
basically
the
what
cooking match.
he's saying, saying, oh, my niece, she's the one. And basically what he's saying is if for him to send a guard to go search that room, all of them would be offended and say, okay, so you think that we brought you a
If
curse.
the guard
So-
goes in, but I'm taking a gift in.
Yeah, and that's why he said if you can be stealthy about it, then you could all go place your gift together.
Can I ask him, Bhagwanji, is there anyone that you may have suspected as giving a faulty gift of some kind? Is there?
He looks back and forth and he says, I have some thoughts.
We can help.
What might they be?
Things took a turn for the worst after the most princely gifts came. I can only say that.
So like the most expensive, maybe.
Is there like a princely gift section maybe that's been sort of organized?
Can we just go in there and look?
Yeah, let's go.
As I asked the question, you pulled me in.
This is now looking very suspicious.
Okay, let's go.
And we can cut this out, but I just want to explain. The reason I laughed was because the idea of the ruse is that the concept of a skunk got in past all the guards was very funny to me. Went into the gift room, sprayed it to high hell, and then just went, I don't need any of this. And I just pictured the skunk while all of this going on with gods and everything. And I just, the thought in my mind was, nature's so beautiful.
And it could still happen, Omar. We don't know how to.
Anything is possible.
sure.
Anything is possible.
I mean,
Amazing.
yeah, this is going perfect so far.
It's going great. It's going so great.
We're in the gift room.
In the hallway, in the east wing of the house, you approach Inder's room. Oh. Do you open the door and go inside?
Yeah, absolutely. Should we knock first, or?
Do you want to? Should we be ourselves, or should we lie? What do you want to do?
Oh, interesting. I mean, I could disguise myself as his father and say that I'd be gravely disappointed in him unless he marries your friend. That seems mean.
Seems a little harsh, but sorry, above part, aren't you not supposed to be seen by these people?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to be.
Yeah. But I'm not the one who brought up my name.
Okay, sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt
No,
you.
you're
sorry.
right. Yeah.
Okay. Give me a history check
Okay.
if you want to understand why Kabila maybe warned you against
He
it.
would be
Okay.
an eligible bachelor, is what I'm saying.
And I also have one more thing I want to do simultaneously.
heinously if you will allow it. Because there's something that's been bothering me for this entire time, or it's just been on my mind this entire time, is the flicker I saw in her face at the very beginning when I was suspecting things. I'm trying to place what that flicker was.
I feel like it's the ulterior motive, yeah?
Yeah, but if it was anything, if it just want to see if it was
It
anything.
was this like scrutiny squint of like,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I was gonna say that's a question for Aabria to answer.
word.
Not
I'm happy to clarify that above, but
Thank
if
you.
you want to like continue to
Thank you.
pursue it.
No,
You
that's
also
fine.
heard when we spoke mentally a completely different like vocal tone.
Got it.
10.
10. Yeah, you're not really sure why Kabila warned you against
Okay.
potentially showing your true identity here. You do know that what she did mention is that it has something to do with your status.
Like they're intimidated?
You're not sure, maybe.
Or like being in the
Being the
council.
Arcanist Guild
Yeah.
thing and all that, the advisors.
Interesting.
Wait, you said you can change your appearance?
Yeah.
Oh, that makes this a lot easier. What should we be?
Now don't laugh. But what if we appear as him, but from the future, at different points in his life?
I love this show. Sorry, I love this show. You want Ebenezer McScrooge him?
Ebenezer
Omar!
God, I love it.
Ebenezer McScrooge?
Ebenezer McScrooge was visited by
God,
3
it's
different ghosts.
You have
wanna
such
do?
a beautiful mind. I'm so angry that
need
God
you to-
gave you such a beautiful mind.
You have to choose right now, high or low.
Low.
Okay, I'll go high. And I'm gonna disguise myself as an aged up Inder. I'm gonna go essentially try to make him look like his father, but without the like battle scarring.
Yeah.
And someone that looks a little haunted. Because we're warning him.
And I will cast alter self on myself to look like the younger version.
Yeah, let's go.
Amazing.
So now it's like the Doctor Who Christmas special about Ebenezer McScrooge. I'll rap on the door.
You don't even just walk in.
Like you knock it, I'm like, we're just gonna knock. I'm like, are we not?
Okay, so from inside, the prince. The prince hears knock knock.
Oh, these
Oh
type
wait,
of-
that's right.
God damn it! Fuck you for making me roleplay this.
Incredible.
Here's the knock. He opens it. Roll deception.
Yay!
Oh my god, with advantage because
Thank
you're
you.
dressed as him. Omar!
Insane.
I thought you were gonna go in like woo, instead you're like
Perfect sincerity. What are you saying?
no, but it's so
You
ridiculous.
think the political canvasser's coming and it's the ghost of you.
God.
17.
24.
Yes.
I'm built to do lies.
Yes.
Amazing.
He opens the door. You see his face kind of like look at you, shocked.
What's his name again? This is above table.
Inder.
Inder.
Yeah.
Reach up. There you are, Inder.
Do you put your hand on his face? Is that where you're reaching for, or a
Yeah.
handshake?
For his
Face
cheek.
it. Okay, yeah. Yeah.
Do you remember me?
What is happening?
We must speak with you.
Are you from the future?
And the past.
Yep, I'm the past.
I push past it.
He closes the door and like scratches his like feathery head. What is happening?
You are at a critical point in our life. An important choice must be made.
Do I have to save the universe?
Oh my God. There's no hiding the like, oh, an idiot. Something like that. Universes are without and within, and the universe of our soul lies in flux on this day, and the choices you will make by the end of it.
Is this true, baby Ender?
Yeah,
What is his? Like, what do you know?
you don't know anything.
Yeah, I realized in this moment that up here, guys, is passed out.
It's just over him.
Like useless. Like,
Yeah, no,
it's
did we know?
No, you can tell him what he ate for breakfast that day, like 10 years ago.
I reach up and I touch his heart.
His massive pectoral flexes.
Ooh.
That's
get it.
cool. That'll happen. What do you want in this marriage?
Oh,
Remember, what have you always wanted in marriage?
to not disappoint Dad.
No! And I'll try to pull the collar,
Yeah.
the collar down.
His
there's
massive,
necklace.
beautiful
neck.
gemstones. Yeah.
Yeah. No. No.
I'm gonna do the thing of like you pull, and I'm gonna sweep his leg just so he drops to his
Yeah,
knees. So he can be at eye level.
Hey, yeah, look at me. It's not about what other people want of you. Your moments are gifts to other people. You're not living for their validation. What do you want?
I want someone who's happy to be with me for me
Yeah.
and not with me to hope that I become my dad.
You become something else. You don't become your dad. Look at that.
I don't know. He
That's
looks
you.
a lot like my dad.
I'm the mistake. Sorry, I want to clarify really quick.
right.
I'm the thing that like, if we try to become our father, I'm that, and I'm sad.
Oh, you're sad?
Yeah.
Rolling persuasion.
Oh, wow. Amazing.
But both Enders are like different levels of articulate. It sounds like the child version.
It's like more wise.
yeah.
I did roll a natural one.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know. You seem pretty cool.
Ah, shit.
Cool. I can't hide. Maybe this is what I'm supposed to be. I never thought I could be that much like him. I always thought his shoes would be too big to fill, but looking at you, maybe I just never stepped up enough.
Whoa, dude, hey, if you think that's cool, imagine how cool you'll look if you're also happy.
Yeah.
And self-content. Like,
My father says one should pursue the happiness of others, and pursuing the happiness of oneself is selfish and hollow.
But for people that care about you, the pursuit of your own happiness will increase their happiness.
But who cares about me?
You can find someone that does.
and also, I do. And I'm you, so you do.
Oh yeah, I also do. That again.
You're like my outer child.
Yeah. I am.
You being out here, does that mean that I accidentally let you out? And is that why all this stuff is happening? Was I supposed to protect you?
And there is so much power in asking these questions.
I just imagine this deep conversation and cut to us with like gifts going. Is this one evil?
Yeah, it's like breaking.
It was never a problem. You would always eventually rise to the challenge of filling your father's shoes. But that doesn't bring us happiness because you didn't find, in my timeline, you didn't find someone to share your life with in the way that you hoped. So we're here to remind you of the hope and joy you felt as a child. And don't worry, we'll go back to inside your heart and in your future as soon as we're done with this conversation. So you're good. Just don't stop searching for someone that cares. I have it on good authority that there are people of great import and power that want you for you because they have power enough of their own.
Have you guys heard the tale of Popey the peacock? Or rather, the peahen?
When did you hear it?
I don't think you've heard it yet.
Then I haven't.
And I'm old and I've forgotten it. So why don't we just...
And if you tell me, I promise I'll forget so that you will hear it for the first time. No, actually, no, it's not time travel. That's fine.
Yeah.
It's just a story.
We're a metaphor.
Yeah.
Oh,
So what, yeah.
that's cool. Because okay, cool. Your metaphors. Is that why you guys knocked?
Yeah.
Opportunity. Mm-hmm. Knocking. Can you tell us the story again, please?
Yeah. He goes and sits on his bed and pats his knee.
Oh my gosh.
Of course. And I'll go and I will sit on his knee. I believe, not unlike the suitcase, my weight doesn't change. So I am sitting on his knee.
We forgot we were so dense.
We were a husky.
Yeah, a lot of mass condensed before we hit our growth spurt.
Low gravity, low center,
And it
low gravity.
says, there was a little peahen named Bopi, and she always hated the lot she had in life. For where all of the other peahen had loving families, she was an orphan. And because of this, she had no one to arrange her marriage. One day, when all of the peahens were grazing through the garden and discussing with each other how their uncles would come with great gifts to help arrange their marriages to gorgeous princes and the like, Bopi lied because she wanted to fit in with them. She said her uncle would come to the village too, laden with silks, spices, camels, everything, to arrange her marriage to the most loving and best settled prince of all. A robber in the bush, a horrible, thieving little creature, heard Bopi's lie. And he thought she was so beautiful and so pretty that he conspired to make her dream come true. So he dressed himself in his stolen silks and his stolen finery, and he came to the village and claimed that he was her distant relation here to arrange her marriage. But it was all a ruse, for he wanted to kidnap her and take her away. Now, for such a stranger to come to the village, normally somebody would question where this mysterious relative had come from, but Bopi believed that her crazy wish had somehow come true. And she walked off with this strange robber, this strange thief. Along the path, every animal she encountered warned her. First the crow, it squawked to her. It said, "Oh, Bopi, my little pretty, but your wits have left you. Do you not have any pity? For see the robber who seeks to take you." She didn't understand the squawking of the crow. To her ear, it sounded like gibberish. And so along she went, refusing to heed its message, refusing to understand its message. And there she encountered a swan who tried to deliver the message, but again, she walked forth heedlessly. And finally, she encountered a small coyote that also sought to tell her this message. But still she did not listen. The robber took her to his home, where he cast aside the guise of being a loving relative, threw her in the horrible den he had prepared for her, locked her up, threw away the key, and said, "Here you will serve me and my elderly mother and be my pretty thing to look at." And he walked away. But Bopi the peahen was not so easily defeated. She, with her long, beautiful plumage wrapped around her, at first sobbed until the elderly fox that was the robber's mother came to her and said, my, what beautiful hair you have. I wish that I could have it for myself. And so Bopi saw a way out of her predicament. She said, well, every single day, I place my head in the mortar, and my mother beats it with the pestle. And every time she beats it, my hair grows longer and longer and longer, my feathers more and more and more beautiful. I wonder if you were to do the same, if your hair would not grow long and beautiful, if your fur would not become even more voluminous the way my feathers have. And so the elderly fox put her head in the mortar. And thus it was that Bopi caved in her skull, one pestle strike after another, and disguising her as herself, as the new bride, placed her upon her place, snuck out the window, and ventured back to her old village. The story doesn't end there. The fox thief returned home, saw that his new bride had not prepared him dinner, had not done the things he'd asked her. He saw that the mortar was empty with no food or chutney for with which he could enjoy his meal, and he took up the heavy stone and threw it at what he thought was his bride, only to find that it was his elderly mother. And blaming himself for her death, he, instead of accepting his own wrongdoing, took it upon Bopi, swearing a vengeance against her. So he went to her village and sought her out, wishing to steal her back in the night and make her answer for everything she had done, including making him kill his own mother. For surely that was his fault. But she took courage into her own hands. She took a billhook, chopped his head off, and took all of his money for her own.
Okay.
Think about this story a lot.
What do you take away from that? Us in the moment? What? That's wild. Sorry. What a beautiful tale. Why do you think about that so much?
That sometimes when people come bearing gifts, they don't want our favor. They just want to control us.
A good lesson.
And what Bopi thought she could only achieve through some affluent relative, she was able to achieve with her own two hands. For after she had done her deeds and taken the thief's bounty for her own, well, she could arrange her own marriage to anyone she wanted. In fact, she could live in luxury alone for the rest of her days. The institutions she thought she was bound to, she was free of. And she only had to see that strength within herself. I think that's what we took away from it.
It's funny, maybe ironic. It sounds like a big takeaway is don't live in the future or the past. Live in the now.
He reaches out and he's like, I thought you were going to dissolve when you said that.
No, I'm like one of those Asian ghosts.
Oh, you're like corporeal. Got it. I don't know how the metaphors work.
No, you're doing great. And I think you have learned the lesson we were meant to learn. This isn't a gift. And I'm going to reach through the illusion and pull out Gabila's feather and place it on the bed next to where the two of you are sitting. Not a gift, but the first warning from a very wise crow. Just keep your wits about you. Love and hope and opportunity can be found in the most interesting of places when you're not even looking.
Thank you, old me.
I don't like that I'm the old one. I'm not old, I'm you. Yeah, I'm old you.
And I'm not so bad either, huh?
Thank you, outer child.
It's gonna be okay.
Can we just stay together like this?
We are in there,
Yeah.
but we should probably go.
Out the door.
But we're still there.
Yeah.
Oh, you're like gonna be inside me?
Yeah. Or you. Thank you for taking care of us.
I'll keep taking care of you guys.
You're
We'll
smart.
figure this whole thing out
Yeah.
together.
Together.
We get up, and as we're walking out, still a little bit near shot, I turn to you and go, that was cool. Do you want to get like a drink or something sometime?
God, I would
And
love
just-
that. Yeah, that sounds great. Oh God. Door slams, and I cast Gift of Gab on the way out to erase that. And just listen to your heart in like a
Listen to
scary
your
voice,
heart.
like ghost voice.
Amazing.
Somehow you pulled that off.
Yeah, I would love to. That'd be so great. Can you be not a child while we talk about this?
Oh yeah, I mean with this spell I can do lots of things, and I'll take off the disguise, and then I will have claws.
Wow,
Yep.
that's fun.
I burned my 2 highest spell slots doing this.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's quite nice. The claws are fun.
Thank you. Honestly, it was worth it.
Yeah.
Hey, guys, how's it going over there?
Oh, hold on. I'm getting a message.
Not us.
Great. Can you loop in Murkha too?
Murkha, how's it going?
Good. I was a kid for a little while, and now I've got claws. What are you all up to?
You can do.
I'm going to put a pin in that. We're in the gift room. If there's any way, we're trying to find. Just get over here, please.
Yeah, of
Oh,
course.
sure.
Great. We're on our way. Wait, where are? Hold on. Wait, where are you?
Yeah.
I describe where the gift room is.
Okay, great. We'll start wandering over.
Cool. Yeah.
And on the way, I'll explain that my eye patch can detect magic.
That's great. You're great.
You're great.
Cool.
Me too.
I still look like old.
Oh yeah.
Oh, wow.
Murkha was lost.
Amazing.
As we keep walking.
Unless someone reminds her she's a little sprung and has forgotten she's disguised.
Amazing.
I won't say anything. Yeah. Please go towards the room.
Perfect.
Where his dad is standing outside.
Yeah.
Oh my God, so
Yeah.
he's
Just walk right by.
an old version of his son. I think he would do a double take and be like, must be a distant relative. That's so funny. You know?
I can just give a little head nod, like
Yeah.
I see him.
Like falcon to falcon.
Yeah. Hey.
Can we? Are we going back to where we are now?
Yeah,
Yeah, we'll converge in
We're
a
heading
moment.
to,
But
like,
you have
converge to
you
you
have
now.
a moment alone in the treasure room if you want to do anything.
Yeah, I want to be investigating all the treasure.
Yeah. Exactly. Like,
Yeah.
The plot. I would like to do the plot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me an investigation.
And trying to fall in love too.
I'm going to give you the help action because my investigation sucks.
My plan was to detect magic.
I'm going to let you detect magic.
Okay, great. Because I rolled a 10 on investigation.
I'm going to guide myself and roll investigation
Okay.
I guide myself.
So
because I know rich things.
Okay.
All right, Fragment.
We just got put in different text.
Oh, no.
yeah. I'd
That
like
did
to-
not even roll. That just sat by itself. That is a 10.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm going to detect magic and see if I can sort of divining rod myself to anything that seems particularly darkly magical.
Yeah, as you cast Detect Magic, the entire room lights
That's what
up,
I was
including the cone that. Yeah, to your vision, I guess. Like everything is glowing. It's almost like blinding how many different magical items are in this room.
You are spiritual kind. Don't you have some kind of special ability to tell the difference between good and evil?
That's my hope, is that I totally do.
You can tell like the
So can
different
I
schools of
tell-
magic.
Yeah, can I tell if anything is specifically, I don't know, vampiric in nature? I don't know, like, or something
Vampiric in
from the
nature.
Fae, maybe? Because it was a relic stolen from the Fae, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
The School of Magic for nasty boys.
Right? Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
I was gonna say, so are you
Lost
looking for
Boys.
like necromantic magic?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Whatever I think that relic might be. Looking for like relic-y magic.
Relic-y magic. Yeah. It's hard. In this room, you have all of these different like arcane energies that are swirling around all of these different princely gifts. in some ways they're almost overwhelming in a sense.
Can I be sorting them like like it's a board game for me?
For sure, yeah.
Love that.
Like, okay, I'm just like sorting a deck of cards and by suit is essentially what I'm trying
Yeah.
to do. Yeah.
Give me an Arcana check as you're doing
Okay.
this.
Oh my God, I just want to help.
It's so funny.
Yeah,
We're just
I
in the
know.
hallway.
Like, why are you guys?
Okay.
Where are you
I'll give myself
guys?
guidance.
Guys?
Because I said that. You guys remember that, right? What is why
You
don't I
don't
have
own a D4.
Why don't I have a D4
Here.
anyway? Oh, wow.
Where is it?
You don't want a D4.
Okay, cool. A 7.
Yeah. I mean, that doesn't mean this is unsuccessful because, like
Yeah.
I said, you have like detect magic on. It just means it takes you a really long time.
Okay,
Like
good.
you're like very carefully, very slowly, like separating out each and everything into what you think potentially could be, the relics in question, or among them could be the relic in question, and ones that are definitely not. So like you're pushing aside like we'll say like divination magic. You're like, I don't know, it's probably not that. Conjuration, it's probably not that. But it's taking you some time because of the volume of items that are in here.
Is there anything about my background that allows me to see anything that feels fey-y?
Now, unfortunately, this isn't like you didn't spend a lot of your time in the Fae, right?
No,
like
I
you're
just
like a
am.
child of both worlds. Yeah.
Okay.
See, Laddoo Auntie, I'm not afraid of laborious, hard tasks, no matter how long it takes.
Yeah, you haven't even finished. Why are you doing a victory lap before the race is over?
It's about the ethic, the time you put
No,
in.
it is not.
It's
It is about results.
all results oriented. Yeah, right. I'll take that down.
Okay.
Your results are what matter.
This is fully keeping in mind, Laddoo
else.
Auntie has no ability to help. Like, I don't have any, like, magical detection.
Yeah.
Ability.
Well, I think that's helping because every time he stops and asks for your approval and you don't give it to him, I assume he starts working
Yeah,
faster.
I think I work even harder. I get like,
Beautiful.
what's his name?
So fucking
Ajib into the
Yeah,
task and
yeah.
start whipping my tongue around to try to use every possible, appendage to sort these things out.
Can I don't have good
Your genus is
Arcana,
out again.
But can I do an Arcana
My
check?
Is my genus showing?
Guidance.
Oh, guidance. So then I roll again.
No, you add
Add a
1d4.
D4.
Great. This is going to be bad, no matter what.
Probably not.
An 8 total.
An 8 total. Yeah. You think there's some kind of magic stuff in here?
Oh,
there's like a
cool.
wand. You're like, yeah, there's
okay,
probably
cool.
something.
That's magic. Okay, cool.
Laddoo Auntie, that's a stick.
You're like, some of this stuff's probably
I know,
magical.
I'm like, what? How do you tell what's cursed?
Yeah.
That's
a great
Can we
question.
enter?
Yes. At this point, I think you're here and you've noticed that like some sort of sorting has begun. You also notice that in the hallway, Opar seems a little bit like stressed at the lack of like sort of quietness that you're using and that, like how long this is taking you. He was hoping you would undertake this. But you would notice while you're going in, you give him the head nod, that he is trying to distract and buy you time with the gentleman.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Like he is trying to, like he calls over to have like extra food and another round brought in. This is kind of descending into a Odysseus type of situation of
Yeah.
distracting,
That's
distracting the many suitors to
Love
hold off, right? So
Love
he
it.
is going to attempt. We'll roll for him soon to see how that goes. But yeah. The situation is getting a little more
Oh, I'm so
expedient.
glad you guys are here.
You can see them holding hands. I'm throwing that in there.
Yeah. Oh.
I clock it. I don't know how I feel about it, but I clock it.
You're still.
Yes.
An old,
So,
an old
what,
falcon.
how's everything been going for all
So
of
we
you?
see Murkha with claws holding hands with an old bird.
Yeah.
Got it.
I think I'm distinguished, but yeah.
What's
So what's up?
this about?
How's everything going here?
Okay, so I have these. I'm got these mostly organized by sort of intensity of magic, type of magic, and then weight and size as well.
Oh, sure.
So,
We are
yeah,
looking
I'm
for
trying
which
to-
item is cursed.
Right.
Oh.
Any.
That's right. We're looking for a cursed item. Yeah.
What do you mean?
Above table, does anybody have like...
Did you hurt
Yeah.
your hand?
good or
Why is
anything?
Murkha holding your hand?
And
Did
I've
your
got claws.
finger hurt?
Oh, no, I'm feathers. Oh,
Your feathers
got
hurt?
it. I dropped the disguise self.
Oh,
Hi, sorry.
Oh,
it's
and
you.
just in case I forget who knows who, this is Asha.
Yeah, we know.
we came in with you.
So we're sorting.
Why are you holding fingers?
Auntie,
Lost
later.
in the moment.
Okay.
Later. We're
You're
trying to.
both on notice.
We're having no luck trying to figure out what, if any of these are the cursed object.
Oh, I might be able to help out a little bit with this.
Oh, by all means.
I'm gonna build. I'm not gonna run this by anyone. I'm just gonna go ahead and
Awesome.
jump right into this. An eldritch cannon that's gonna shoot flames. Hey, I figure if it's a cursed item, it's gonna react to fire, and it's just gonna start burning.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, Murkha. Oh, no. Oh.
I don't want this to happen, but it feels like maybe your group of friendship knows that this is okay. So me with exactly one friend, deeply stressed by
I
this.
don't want this to happen either.
Do you want me to stop the eldritch cannon from
Yes,
shooting
please.
flames everywhere?
Yes.
Would you mind?
Yes.
Well,
I don't think destroying all of them is necessarily the answer.
Yeah, we're supposed to be discreet because the god out front said to, like, you know, kind of keep it down.
Is there a necromancy pile?
Yes, of course. Right over here in the way back corner. Yeah, I've kept that way away
Yeah,
from
he does
everything
have a
else.
necromancy pile. How
We
much
all
of the
do.
flames do you want to go off before they stop you? Or do you ask them before you activate it?
So what? I didn't. I'm in like a honeymoon phase right now. Like,
got it.
I think our plan
So-
works. So I'm just like nothing can go wrong.
Okay.
So if there's like a divination pile or something like that, then it just starts like burning.
Toasted down.
Fun.
All of the beautiful golden instruments meant to chart the stars and hopefully wish the wedded couple the best sort of astrological fortune along the way.
It's the cards.
That-
It's the pile of cards.
Yeah, that
Nobody wants those
table
cards.
quickly kind of just
music is sort of a
catches
waste of
on
time.
fire.
Okay.
There's
well,
like a
let me-
few like scrying stones, things that maybe as a divination wizard you would probably enjoy.
Oh,
So the good news is no curse in the pile.
Awesome.
So I'll go ahead and turn off the flamethrower, and we can
gonna-
just.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sidle up to.
I'm just gonna walk over to Asha and hold her hand.
Never had a bigger
I'm just gonna hold her hand.
Yeah, so I want to sidle up to Asha.
Sure.
Asha. Oh yes. You know, hard at work looking for this relic. You know, I know you work for Gabila, and you know you work for the government and or from these institutions, and then maybe if I do a good job for you guys, then you can help me, you know, with whatever visa situation to get my family here. So
my God,
that's
now.
why I'm focused on getting you this relic.
You know what? If you stopped right now and turned around and walked away, I promise you I would still help you with everything I have in me. Your help does not require your effort. You are just a nice person I would like to help.
Oh. Okay, well, damn.
This is what multiple friends feels like.
I guess weirdly you saying that makes me want to help you find the relic anyway.
You're bleeding.
Yeah, sorry. Growth moment. Weird. Okay, what can you show me the ones you most suspect of potentially being a curse? And I have magic to identify items quite well.
Okay, great. Yeah, put
I
them
just
in-
can't do it endlessly.
Fantastic. Yeah. So I lead you to the corner where I've yes. So here they are. They're in ascending order of intensity of magic that I could detect. So
I've got spell slots enough to burn through 7 of these with identify. And an actual ability as a Corvum to use appraising eye to spend an action examining any object to determine any magical properties it has, how it might be used or
Oh my
activated,
god.
as well as a fair estimation of market price. So which one's the most expensive?
Yeah.
'Cause, like,
love a sorting quest.
Yes.
yeah.
So
And I want your help on that because you
Yeah,
look like
yeah,
you know
yeah.
rich things.
No, I know rich things. I definitely know rich things.
the most expensive one is a beautiful almari, which is kind of like an armoire that has 2 doors that open outwards. This one is made of engraved mango wood that has been hand painted and has a beautiful circular mirror at the top of it. It has beautiful illustrations scrawled around the mirror. but it seems to be locked. Like you can't open the doors, and there is no keyhole.
Okay. How you feeling about this one?
I mean, it's definitely high quality, high end, but
Yeah.
suspicious. And this one you said has the most intensity of magic, or just looks the most expensive?
That was the most expensive, but it's also in the intensity
Yeah.
pile.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's on the.
There's a little bit of a overlap.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean,
It's a Venn diagram.
Because I
I'm
assumed
so-
you were looking for the most expensive among the
Yeah.
most magical. Yes.
Yeah.
It looks pretty flammable.
Easy, Tiger.
Cannon,
Easy, Tiger.
easy.
Can you identify what it can do?
Yeah. I will turn my appraising eye on this one specifically.
Yeah.
So it's identify plus like how much do you think that like costs?
Yeah.
What could we get?
As you turn your appraising eye on it,
Yeah, sorry.
Because my other instinct was just to cast Dispel Magic on it and see what happens.
Oh.
Do you I'm happy to use
Yeah.
my ability on this.
Yeah.
And then with
Go for it,
confirmation.
go for it. I'm just nervous
Yeah.
that something awful will happen if we try. No matter what, because I'm scared of everything right now, because my ex-husband is in the main room.
You're what?
Go ahead.
I want to know more about pin. A pin.
Yes.
I want to know more. Okay, sorry.
Is this a spell slot or is this a spell?
No, this is like a special
Ability.
racial ability.
Okay, what type of ability is it? Like charisma, wisdom?
It's just a thing I can do.
Because I was going to try to enhance it. But okay.
Oh, sorry.
yeah. As you cast your eye on this almari, and you notice like there's no keyhole and yet there's no way to open it, you become vaguely aware that it is enchanted to be shut.
Why would someone give someone a reward that is only
Can I know more about the magical properties of this?
Yeah, it's just that it's affected by enchantment magic.
Okay, but no inherent like cursiness to it?
Not to this container.
But the item in it.
Got
I mean,
it.
we don't know
Massive
what's
deja
inside.
You know, there's an easy way to find out.
just logicking this out here. If you know that there's an enchantment on it to keep it shut, what if there's some kind of a trigger that when it is in the hands of the young man, it
It will
opens
open and release probably a curse.
something awful?
Yeah.
So the question is, would dispelling it dispel the enchantment and open up and release the
I think
awful
it
thing? Or can we just
Yeah.
get this out of here?
I think it is until we have eyes. And when she says that, she starts like blinking really hard. There's like an eye strain thing here. And I'm just gonna take out like a little take a little scarf that's like on my robes and wrap it around my eyes. They are no longer useful.
Oh, no.
I think until we know what the curse is, it can't be dispelled without interacting with it. So this might be the entire thing to remove.
Is there anything that on it that might identify who gave it?
Yeah, go ahead and give me an investigation check
Cool,
if
and
you
I'm
want to
gonna
like
guide
kind of look for clues on it or examine it further.
Can I provide the help action since
Of
I
course.
did investigate it
Yes.
magically?
Okay. Okay.
I'm going
11 again, so I
to
get to roll like a 20 again.
guide myself.
21.
Let's go.
Just let you do it.
So, as you're kind of looking on it for some indication of who may have gifted it, you become aware that the paintings around the mirror kind of form a like pictograph story.
Okay.
You see the silhouette of a young peacock in bridal attire going on, like as it goes around the mirror. You see a story unfolding where she is accompanied by a fox into a home. And then as she leaves, at the very end, she stands triumphant over the dead fox with a billhook.
Oh, don't act like this means a lot to
Oh, yeah,
you.
this-
This was a thing that only we knew.
That was above the table surprise. Enjoyment. Okay. So, does this mean anything to you guys? These crazy.
My eyes are kind of
What about him?
offline.
What about you?
Can you show?
Hey, Murkha, or any of you, here's this. There's some pictures of this peacock going with the
What are you
fox.
holding?
Just
Oh, can I
showing
hold it or no?
Oh no, it's painted on it
massive.
around the mirror that sits
You just
above.
grab like a massive
So
armoire and you're
yeah,
like, hey,
so it's like
guys.
it's embodied. Yeah. So it's a massive armoire. There's 2 doors that open, but there's no handles on them and there's no lock or key. And then there's a mirror above it, and this is drawn around the mirror. And it's like at the top of the mirror at the 12 o'clock position, the story starts, and then it's.
So I lick your face and pull you over.
Oh
to,
my God.
To come check. Hey, Murkha, check
Busy
this out.
day for Murkha. Yeah, what do you mean?
We want to just does this mean anything to you? These pictographs?
Oh my God, yeah, that's the story that we just heard.
I feel like Laddoo Auntie would know this fable. Is that reasonable or is that crazy?
Yeah, I mean, I think Laddoo Auntie's probably told this story. Yeah.
So the moral of that story, in theory, is like take stuff into your own hands. You don't need another rich person to come help you, whatever. So like, I wonder if above table, I wonder if there's significance to it being around the mirror. So can I like investigate the mirror or look into the mirror?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know.
As you look into the mirror, you see like a faint glimmer, and then you hear like a mechanism.
Oh no.
Kind of click shut.
Oh no.
Like it's like
Oh no.
but it does react.
Oh, so it's not who it wants.
Hey, did we all hear that?
Yes, we did.
What happened? What happened?
Okay. So it's designed maybe to specifically curse our prince.
Oh, should we just kind of tell
Can
the
we just go
god?
tell Opar?
Yeah.
We can tell him discreetly.
Tell him with the
Yes, yes.
Discreetly tell him his son is going to be
Excuse me, sir, Your Excellency, I'm sorry to bother you in your own head. But, and now I'm talking like Sitara, not like the god. We are in here and we believe that we found a terrible cursed object that will only be not ejected, activated, if your son looks at it. We believe we found something, but we can't move it. It's too big. Is there any way that you can create some kind of reason for everyone to leave?
I can make a skunk smell.
Not now.
That makes people leave.
Are we worried? Like, that's
Actually,
information
no,
I don't have.
Never mind.
Okay, go ahead.
Never mind. Or you could just tell us who gave you this armoire.
There we go.
Yeah.
He thinks and responds to you in your mind and says, yes, the armoire was given to me by a Nick.
The field mouse and the spice trader.
Did we pass by? Was
We
he
did.
in the
He
uncle
was one of the
room?
people that he was one of the people that I clocked. He was one of the short list.
Yes.
But was he in the uncle room?
He's in the garden.
He was in the when we were all. He was in the line, right?
Yeah.
Or right?
Yeah, with
That's where I saw
you
him.
didn't look super carefully into the uncle room, but you did see him in rotation. It wouldn't be crazy for him to be in there.
He's in the uncle room. Yeah. Let's go into the uncle room and get him.
Let's go.
Great.
I'm gonna reach out with detect thoughts and try to like grab his mind specifically to see if he's like, I'm looking for incriminating evidence,
Yes.
and I'm willing to push to get that wisdom save.
As you reach into this field mouse's mind, you feel a presence overwhelm yours.
Oh boy.
And you hear the presence say, clever, very, very clever. But perhaps a bit late.
A bit late.
The prince. Where is Anik and where's the prince?
He's safe enough. But without your precious little relic, the Vidala will continue to stream onto your pathetic little city until it is razed into dust. And there's nothing you can do about it.
And I'd like to say that like I am like this is reaching into Onyx's mind, and I am live feeding.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
So is the way to activate the armoire to open to have it see
Indar's face.
Yeah.
Can you turn into Indar again?
Burned all my
Oh,
spell
yeah,
slots.
I can do
This is
it.
the claws.
Because if we don't have Indar, and they can only be opened that way.
Do we want to open it? Do we definitely want to
Because
open
isn't
it?
the relic
I need
inside?
to get the relic.
Okay, I'm just gonna climb on your shoulders, and I'm gonna just like as if I'm taking something off. I'm pulling it down. I'm gonna completely turn into Indar and look in the mirror.
You hear a as it remains shut. Oh, Sitara. If you can't figure this one out, I doubt you'll figure out how to get your parents back.
What if it's not in there?
I know what makes you tick. And when you know what makes things tick, it's very easy to break them.
What makes us tick?
The claw, the heart.
Family.
Maybe a disguise won't work. Can you send a message to the prince?
I mean, I'm not disguised. I completely changed. But
I
send
can
a message to a prince. Yeah, yeah.
I've got it. And we just
You just
to him.
talked.
Yeah, I'll burn my last level 3 to cast Sending to the Prince. Is the plan to get him down here to open it?
I just feel like I don't know why we're opening it to get the relic, right?
Yes. Because he said that
But the relic is cursed,
out
and
the
so when we take
relic.
out the relic, somehow we have to remove the curse as soon as it's open. If that thing is there.
To be very clear, you don't know that there's like a curse on this armoire. You just don't know how to open it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
And we don't know what's inside.
I'm
Can
just gonna
someone just like break it?
I'm just gonna go to it and say what makes me tick.
Go!
No, I can't see anything anymore, but I feel like I can feel like Murkha is gesticulating towards his flamethrower, and I'm now in favor of that.
Just go.
Vion, it's your turn. It'll turn and just spit fire at the armoire.
The armoire is engulfed in flames. You hear the wood splinter and crackle. And we hear our fire splinter and crackle as the flames die down just a little bit. I heard that when Murkha turned his fire cannon on the armoire, he damaged the relic. And that this brought them no good favor with the Fae, to whom eventually this thing had to be returned. I heard it was the first time our heroes couldn't get it together in time to figure it out. But that's just how we told the story in my family.
That's not
Wait,
how I heard
Yeah,
it.
so
That's
different.
not how I heard
So
it.
different from what I
Did you all
heard.
hear?
I heard that the flames, like in our family, there was like sort of more of a metaphorical flame of like the love that Murkha found, and that's what made him tick, and it opened up the relic.
Oh.
And so that's how.
Wait, so he was
Opened
in
up
love
the
with
door.
her.
Yeah, no, they were. I was
They
shipping
end
them
up
from
together?
The beginning. Yeah,
Please, you have to
for
tell me.
sure.
Am I the only one that's not heard this one?
That's
No,
Yeah.
you are.
Oh, okay, cool. I
Yeah.
thought that was gonna be more comforting in the end.
In my family, whatever the relic is wasn't flammable. It was something more like stone or something. And it wasn't immediately as flammable. And so the wood burned, but the relic remained intact. And they were able to get it. So that's just how we told it.
Did Indar get together with the really cool crow lady?
I feel like Indar took time to date outside of his dad's approval for a minute before kind of settling into a couple.
Right.
I mean, I heard that it ended up being a love marriage and not ending up being an arranged marriage because he did follow his heart.
Wasn't it like the very first love marriage? But I don't know. Did you guys like the story?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I liked it. It was really
I
nice.
dug the story.
It was really
Yeah.
well done.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I was a little concerned for our the heroes. I was a little bit. There was a lot of twists and turns about that, but it came around.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a part of me that, when hearing this story the way my grandmother told it to me, wished that perhaps they had done what Bopi the peahen hadn't. He did the crow, he did the swan, and he did the jackal or coyote, depending on the telling. Sometimes I have a theory that maybe if they had shown the mirror those three things, that maybe it would have opened. But
That makes sense.
they did get the relic any other way, and sometimes by hook or by crook, you got to make it happen.
Right.
Yeah.
And where would a swan have been? Or like a jackal.
Yeah. I don't know. I've heard some druids can turn into different animals.
Okay, and do you think maybe showing the feather of the crow and then a druid turning into a swan or
yeah. And I'm sure there were maybe carved animals among the wedding gifts.
The wedding gifts.
The ones that weren't lit on fire, probably,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
That makes
Yeah.
sense.
Okay.
Interesting.
so
Well, we'll never know.
Sometimes the takeaway is don't be hasty, you know?
Yeah.
Sometimes the takeaway is when there's a ticking clock, turn on the fire.
Yeah.
You know,
Either way, it's one of my favorite stories because I think it proves that even in defeat, there's always something to learn. And as corny as it is, sometimes it's not about the destination, but about the journey. Because whether it's Bopi the peahen story, or whether it's Murkha, Sitara, Laddoo Auntie's, Ash, and Asha's, sometimes the best moments I have are somewhere along the way.
That's really nice.
Wait, hold on.
S'mores? Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead. We can have s'mores, but I really do want to just know, like, what was it with Sitara's ex-husband? I have so many more questions.
He's a bad guy.
Okay.
Bad
You know
guy.
what? I'll tell you what. We'll go back. We'll have some chai. I'll fill you in.
Okay, thanks.
It's a juicy story.
You'll definitely want s'mores for that.
But I'll tell you what. It's definitely not over.
That was ominous. I like it.
If the prince opens the briefcase, an entire house will open up in his room.
Oh my God. You left the briefcase in there. Wait, that's your house? I mean,
Also, Kabila is in there
yeah,
still.
good luck, Kabila. Like, hey, that's your shot.
They do have a shot. You left her in his bedroom in a briefcase.
What a great gift, a house
That's
and
a
a
really
bride.
and a wife.
You actually are kind of messed up in that way. You
Yeah.
gifted a wife.
That's
You
where
give
the
a wife.
phrase
that
"love
might have
comes
been-
knocking" comes from. The popular phrase "love comes knocking," the phrase we all use.
Because everyone knows love knocks and ghosts don't.
That's it.
no.
And this concludes the first episode of DesiQuest, our very special, very cozy winter special. Next time, join us for a brand new tale. History is written by the victors, but I wonder what would happen if it was written by the forgotten. If the same hand that worked so hard and toiled tirelessly to change the world around it, often bravely, often in vain, was the same hand that got to hold the quill to tell their own story. Do we derive more inspiration from victory, or do we derive inspiration from failure? And what's most important about a story? Is it the lesson we're supposed to learn from it? Or do we tell stories to each other because it's about how they make us feel? A tiger shows you his teeth, and humans try to hide them.
What's a fun thing that people say about owls?
Don't make me come up with bird facts!
Oh, golly, you're really down there.
I don't feel great about leaving anyone behind here.
So we'll leave Ash.
Easy.
Help! Help! Please do your job. I am begging you. I will give you all the gold in my pocket if you just continue to do the one thing you're tasked to do.
Did you know that in ancient times, I looked down at my mark. Spiders. I got you like control top pantyhose.
Oh,
Damn, I'm feeling secure as
I'm in there.
Before we start, can someone tell me how to play D&D?
No.
Anjali, that's my thing.
And I'm Jasmine Bhullar. I'm gonna take that back. Should I take that back? Let me take that back.
So I'm Rocky Rakesh.
That was your impression. Okay,
Yeah, that
perfect.
was exactly
I'm
how
gonna
he
do
sounds.
my impression of your impression now.